here at Arc World Tour Finals. I'm definitely excited to see how Monarch navigates this space, especially with Koji Koka. I'm trying to remember the last time those two had clashed against each other, which is going to be fascinating. And then, of course, Usagi is still world traveled, so that's probably going to be the one that we've seen performing extraordinarily well with this, with this Grimnir. I had Gamera stuck in the brain. But yeah, Grimnir definitely going to be coming out on top as one of the few characters we still get to see very often outside of like Zane, right? So we're going to have to see how Usagi performs as that first round pick. I mean, across the cast that Usagi will have to perform against. I'm looking forward to seeing navigation around Matera specifically and see if we could come up against
there's a lot
Monarch
of stuff
on that one.
Has to be done in this handoff.
There it is. Usagi pulling through. For Evo France, had an excellent performance out there. It's certainly one of the favorites to really kind of rise to the ranks on the European scene.
So,
but then, of course, still out of the European performers, right? We have Saki that performed in the last bracket. We still have Fitison in Group D that'll be showing here. But right now, Monarch will be going up against Usagi first, and this is the matchup that I'm very curious about the navigation, right? Because Grimnir is still going to be able to make a solid approach.
A little twisted.
But the actions per minute from Monarch.
We're doing coverage on the Arc World. We are official Arc World Tour Finals co-streamers. So that's what we're here
doing. Talk about the anterior off of the 2Hs. Of course, Rainfall definitely to shut things down. Especially with Butterfly Explosion.
Well, content never sleeps, bro.
We've seen this matchup before where things can get a little hectic on the quick dash approach.
Here I am.
Especially in that case of going up against Zane in previous tournaments. But
my night never ends.
Monarch's pretty well studied for this one here.
Went pretty long.
Cucumber, as always, Kame Zone.
It's Game 10 Grand Finals.
Get to our first match in just a
bro,
moment. So please
one of the
bear
players
with
had
us.
this weird issue where their
competitors set up and continue the action here.
Their game would like disconnect them from Steam after they completed 3 games. Course, I don't know what the hell was up with that, but
I'm interested in seeing that opening gambit, right? Like probably gonna be playing that distance game on the side of Monarch.
Should be live on YouTube as well now. Let me check to make sure that's looking good.
Try to
it was crazy. They had a game 15
set up.
Trizzy and Floga.
I don't think Usagi will really.
And then like Discord died in the middle, like at the end of the Grand Finals first set. That was cursed.
Pretty well locked into the character.
You can't make this shit up, bro.
Loyalties rather. And the battle is about to begin. Our first match of Group
but
C.
we're here now. We're gonna at least do the last 2 Grand Blue pulls, and then we'll see what happens.
And a fantastic series thus far. If you missed out on any of the previous matches,
whether I decide to stay on for it or not, but.
Definitely rewatch
thanks for being
them,
here.
Especially on YouTube.
If you're tuning in on YouTube, make sure you leave a like on the stream.
A little bit later.
We got video games to watch.
Intros kick off.
Yeah, Trizzy and Taike. The Armor King mirror. Yeah, I think YouTube's gonna like that one.
Approach here to keep
high velocity.
What's 5L. I like that patience right in front of the tornado.
These matches have been really good. Of course, it's World Finals, bro.
From Monarch as we get that.
You're the one that said you didn't care about groups.
Here. Off the 5U. Massive damage output. Already a substantial lead. This is a bad spot for Usagi. We do have the 50% meter to try to push out with the reversal, but that's to say if Monarch even closes the gap to give Usagi the opportunity, and that's the patience we're looking for. Push back to mid-screen.
I think, yeah, Group B went exactly as I thought. Like, I literally caught, like, you can go back to my stream from earlier today. I was like, this group is really good for JF.
Before we have the opportunity to use Butterfly.
Like, you could go back and clip it. Like,
we'll stop the action from Usagi. First round going to Monarch.
Here we go. Matera looking clean as we head on into its second round.
What's up?
How are we gonna swap?
How you been,
Velocity? Immediately just jumping back, setting the seals, but does get air unblockable.
But yeah, unfortunately, second place in a group is not good enough to make bracket. So yeah,
baited by the run-up short hop.
You had the exact same scenario we saw in that first round. That short hop to open things up, the massive damage output, and we're gonna stay at that max range. Just actually trying the 2U this time. We did not get that last round.
Yeah, instead of doing a format where like first and second place make bracket.
Well, we got
yeah, it's only top one. Top one makes winners, and then like if you make second place, you have to do a round robin with the other second placers to see who actually makes it to bracket.
For action, if we do get that quick throw bait off of Usagi. It's kind of hard.
Dog shit ass format, bro.
Position. You have a seal right in front of you there because you kind of want to BC, but you're worried about getting devoured by the
if I speak.
Coming from Usagi.
I'm sorry.
So that
I'm sorry.
Prowess is completely understandable on the side of Monarch. Dash Light's the opener.
There we go. Just wait out the 5L. Such a good kind of stop sign. Very safe way for Nitera to hold that space, but perfect timing to push you over to the corner. Able to escape, but still a decent amount of HP loss.
Yeah.
No confirm off of the 6XL.
So this
counter, but comes out as a raging strike. But
for my coverage, we're actually going to be giving away 4 things.
For Monarch.
We
got 4 giveaways.
Distance. So very lucky
we're giving 2 copies of Guilty Gear Strive Blazing Edition and 2 copies of Under Night 2 Deluxe Edition.
Ooh, caught by old Butterfly, but doesn't find the pick.
So if you want a chance to win, any of those, make sure you're following both channels. And yeah,
still we're gonna seal it
that's
out
really all you need to do.
The Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, we got
slow down the projectile.
We got named official co-streamers on both channels, so we're trying to we get to double up on the giveaways, which is nice.
Battle of timing between
Share chat should also be working.
5L. It was a battle of projectiles with the EXs clashing, and finally at the end of the first game, the Ultimates just whiffing, or not even whiffing past each other. Just going straight through.
Could you give them to someone? I mean, it's a Steam key, bro. You can do whatever the fuck you want with them.
Deep breath before they
I don't care what you do with them.
Start things off here, but a little bit shaky on both sides, and Monarch going back to the meditation stylings, of course, opening up that.
More Wampa cause partner, huh?
Yeah, it kind of played out
even after the win, right?
Yeah, it played out a little bit differently than I thought at the initial onset. I thought we were kind of gonna set up at a distance game, but then when you think about it, it allows for Grimnir to set up full seal, and that makes the ability to close the gap.
You want me to turn up the rates because I got partnered? What sense does that make?
Pushing the distance back to the mid screen, and look at the step.
You want me to break the economy? That's
seal,
insane.
Not even going to use it for an alt dash.
Working and moving, huh?
Yeah, I love that immediate reaction, right? Usagi just waiting for that old Psycho Crusher, saying, okay, if you're going to be greedy and set out this butterfly from the mid screen, I'm still going to
be a TO with Arxis. I would TO for them if they hired me, but
away.
I'm a nobody, bro.
Hey, looking for spot off, but no BC comes out. Usagi doesn't quite find the confirm off the 2L.
These things happen.
Spring ball here. Keep the block stun going. Nice. Got the shutdown of the ultimate for a full extension. If we can just keep whittling away here, but the ult to fire the same option.
You have that YouTube link. You want to see the AK match again? It'll be uploaded tomorrow.
Great way to snipe things out.
Go round up for Monarch. And these 50-meter thresholds are so important on both
sides. That should pop it up in YouTube, in Paragon chat for you.
Immediate threat on the screen, whether it's run up 5U, finally getting matched.
Just make sure you're subbed there, and it will be uploaded at 11:45 Eastern tomorrow, or today, I guess, because it's past midnight. Friday, March 20th.
Usagi still threatening with at least 100-meter here.
Ultimate 2-1 for you. Maybe looking for a chip out situation, but still a lot of health on Monarch's side. But now spends all the BP, and when everything is a one-touch, I understand, but still finds the mash out 5L to tie up the rounds.
Yeah, unfortunate usage of the ult butterfly right at the point-blank range. Doesn't actually get anything to benefit from it, but Usagi will certainly capitalize at that distance. A little bit late on the 5S there. So Monarch will push back into the corner, keep butterfly locked down.
Okay, a little jump over, tries to go over the Great Fall, but gets caught up on the 5H instead. No confirm off of the counter hit.
Is there a light at the end of the tunnel velocity?
Usagi back in the corner.
Twisted Grim is the artist?
It's so funny to think about that both these characters have nearly identical 5Ls in terms of where they're going to hit, right? They hit low, except obviously.
I don't know what you mean by that.
I would argue that Matera has the better 5L in terms of destroying in distance.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Absolutely.
Raging Chain right off the 5L even.
Not enough meter for a basketball bomba, right? Even though we had the break points available, jumps over the 5H.
Surprised Taquito didn't make it this year.
We're staggering
Wrong game?
with the close L's and catches out the fuzzy mash timing from Monarch. Usagi ties it up.
What are you talking about, bro?
Here, and against the aggression from Usagi is the one thing to fear. So we saw in game 1, Monarch really kind of pushing the issue, right? Trying to play that close quarters combat, get the corner first, and then really kind of overwhelm Usagi with just constant butterfly pressure. Really kind of overwhelm Usagi. That seemed to work out thus far, but she's still got a good way out, right? She figured out with the 2U on the second game to try to at least make a challenge.
What are you question marking?
Has gotten more
Taquito? You're surprised Taquito didn't make it this year.
Bad scenarios against Patera, and then
Taquito does not play this game.
So great start to turn it around for Usagi.
Or any of the games that are at our gold finals. So unless there's something I missed that I don't know what you're talking about.
The opportunity to guaranteed BC still gets opened up by Usagi now.
While we go, good lift off, the mix, and we still have one more seal for quick pressure. Oh, very late jump in.
You heard of this before, but don't know where. Are you talking about the badge?
That's not good.
Never.
It's getting worse. 50 meters still available for Usagi. Finds the counter hit and the stagger 5L.
You're living with a relative closer in the city and saving up money. Oh, okay.
Perfect. Only a sliver of that HP gone.
That was a dastardly setup too, because we have flipped out Monarch with the combo limit. That still applies to 5L as opposed to a standing block. And Monarch was just not ready to block low after the reset. Usagi,
the name is hella familiar.
This time. I gotta be careful with the spot dodges
okay.
there.
Well, I can't say I'm familiar, so yeah, I don't know. Twisted Grim, are you an artist that they're talking about? Because
how are we gonna skip the corner this time, Monarch? Again, these delays, 6XLs.
Definitely eluding me. I have no idea what they're on about.
All right, off screen. And looks for a throw bait. No high, no low to be seen, and all the meter to find the kill as Usagi goes up 2-1 now.
Very quick game there from Usagi. I mean, honestly, just the complete turnaround of stylings, right? Because now you're still having to hold that offense.
Dude named a complete other player, bro. Talking about my bad.
Usagi found a great answer.
You might be racist.
Ultimately,
crazy.
I don't want to see a butterfly show up whatsoever. Spring is not here in Seoul, South Korea, okay? We're going to have to wait at least a couple more months until this event is over.
Yeah, let things warm up a little bit.
You didn't expect it to be Gobo Ladiva.
On her end, but not able
I don't think he plays this anymore.
The low arrow from Monarch. Again, we're just jumping in, trying to get our space, and clean counter hit 2H from Monarch.
Gobo's a funny guy, though. I think he's at LCQ, though. I think he's at LCQ for Strive.
Once again, there is dash light. Goes for 5L stagger. Not a follow-up, though. The ult every time coming from Monarch to deny these projectiles. Monarch knows. Monarch has the notes on Usagi where we're going to send out these projectiles to get ultimate.
What a mash.
Yeah, it was scary when he dropped the pen earlier, right? It was like, oh, we don't have the notebook to try and fight back, but the notes in the back of the brain, we got to let the UDP rock for the one time.
You turn this down just a little bit. How's this volume mix? Is this good?
This counter poke. Able to fire off one more time with the back special to close out the round.
It's an artist he followed on Twitter. Their name is Twisted Grim.
From Monarch has been seeming to work out in that previous round, but going back to over-reliable on
pretty
the 5L,
coincidental.
And mashes out with a close L this time as Usagi just lands right in front of Monarch's face post-mash.
There you go.
Ring fault, just perfect distance, right? Because now you have the reaction time to block the Psycho Crush. I got scared for a second.
Yep.
But still Monarch.
Oh, you lost the seal there too. That's huge. Yeah, that's a big deal actually.
Actually approaching, still able to find time to spot dodge. Can tell when you're looking for that
ultimate
tornado.
We caught the
fuzzy L as well. 50 meter still on the board if we want to get one more raging strike.
Game 5.
Raging chain to kill. We're going to game 5.
Literally had to Raging Chain for the kill right there. There was no other option. You saw that combo limit hit, and thank goodness we had enough damage output to get that kill. All right, let's see if Usagi continues his Grimnir play. I don't think we swap out a Grimnir. I think this is a solid pick, but I feel like
you can chain after combo limit. Some characters have some conditions that they can
biggest hurdle to climb
get an extra hit or two in post combo limit, but like,
you know,
Raging Chain, like when you Raging Strike someone, Raging Chain has 0-point combo limit. So if you Raging Strike, you can always Raging Chain.
Back and forth between these two, whether it's Monarch thinking, oh, maybe I have to be a little bit more preemptive about looking for these counter hit 2Hs, or
assuming the Raging Strike actually hit.
In the sky, I'm gonna look for the close L on the way down. I'm gonna look for a 5L to try and stop, you know, dash right in front of me, and I'm gonna look for air arrow only to get counter hit on the way back down. That is so bad for Monarch.
Out here. Okay, that 5L was quite the threat, right? Trying to cover it, there was a dash
no, that Brave counter.
It wasn't one, but still gonna catch the ult butterfly for a full extension to corner.
Oh, that's so bad.
Just a little bit more corner carry. Okay, meter down the drain from Usagi, 2 BP to her name. It's gonna be really tough to try and escape. You're so far away from a Brave counter to actually bust out.
Nope. No easy ways in, madam. That was a extended hurt box like shit, I feel like.
Dead. The EX fireball. We still tried to mash out Monarch, caught up here. It should be an easy kill confirmed for Usagi.
Yeah, some moves are just coded differently. Like some moves look like they have multiple stages, but they're just coded as one move.
Set to kick things
and
off.
Others, they're actually considered two different moves, so that's why combo limit will
probably the most competitive group.
Kick in mid move.
You're close, Heavy. Not going to get the counter hit. Push away.
Ooh, throw baited once again. Just going back to basics for Monarch here with the air arrow to push Usagi to this West Coast corner.
It's actually like such an important match. Holy vacuum.
It looks so silly. Vacuum,
and then you vacuum in. Well played, Usagi.
That was way too much respect from Monarch.
The seals go for the empty dash into throw. One more of those could be the killer. Leave you at a sliver, and it's definitely lethal.
She went for
now.
6XM. Walters.
6XM overhead. We left it to the final interaction of the set. Usagi takes a close 3-2 over Monarch.
She actually took that risk.
One to watch out for in this pool block, right? Again, the Group C is a just absolute bloodbath of players out here, and Usagi, she's certainly one to watch out for. Certainly a massive threat to jump into the winner side of things for the next stage tomorrow, or excuse me, the final stage rather. But Monarch still also a great threat despite getting into the finals here with a qualification for Frosty Faustings. Has been a threat since last year, which is so fascinating to try to qualify basically the exact same way you qualify for the last Arc World Tour, right? Just right back-to-back Frosty Faustings qualifications. But yeah, if you look at Group C between these four players, Usagi, Monarch, Koji Coco, and Deva Game, like this is definitely a sight to behold, because honestly, Koji is going to be that wild card in terms of which character are we going to play in these upcoming matches, and the next one going to be up against Deba Game here, because we have seen Koji kind of swap.
It's so funny because Zero goes out of his way to say Gran instead of Gran because it's phonetically correct for Japanese, but he says Deba Game when it's Deba Game.
Especially with Ilsa
in the
mix nowadays, and I don't think we have too many Ilsas across the cast here of our group stage, honestly. And Gamera being the one that was certainly going to try to test the waters there, but I'm not sure if we get anything else across the board here.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, especially with like new characters on the horizon. You're like doing a little bit of scouting, especially as a big event is coming up. And you're like, what characters are these players really on?
Shout out to TNS, by the way. TNS doing remote production for the English broadcast here.
Of this character are, or is this something that we're really trying to train up for the tournament environment? And the most prestigious of all tournaments, of course, making it into the Arc World Tour Finals. But like you said, Koji Coco, kind of this world warrior, student of the game, and definitely a master of so many characters in the roster.
We have a Koji Coco emote now too.
We see the Zoe, of course, knows that he has the Beatrix and the Luane in the back pocket.
We just added it.
So I do wonder what he's going to try and bring up against.
Well, we have a second one. We had to get this one on there, though.
But the Vasaraga
had to be done.
Exactly. Vasaraga is certainly a threat. Has been kind of touched a little bit in this iteration of the game, right? Not as aggressive with the Instinction, but still a sight to behold, as we saw earlier.
Well, the night is only just starting for your boys, so I'm here.
Vasaraga has been a powerhouse. I feel like kind of one of the characters that flew under the radar, and yet still was very consistent at making top 8 appearances across this Arc World Tour. I don't think Viren will let any of us forget that. Don't let that one run away. But we'll see how that plays against the cast of Koji Coco, because Belial
I think I'm
also
gonna
see some changes.
during breaks.
Koji Coco kind of feel down
because like they take pretty long breaks in between pull.
Back around And Zoe,
I think I'm gonna cut VODs to upload for tomorrow.
In this version, being able to ground bounce mid-screen, kind of get that corner here, I think that's also a big positive. And she's one of those characters that we haven't seen in quite some time. Is still a pretty potent character, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, her dragon summons have always been very tricky to try and get around, but especially like you mentioned,
Hope
right?
you had fun at our Street Fighter tournament.
Putting you into that win con of, you know, playing strike throw with you up against the corner and that charge up dragon gauge. But speaking of win cons, right, we're thinking about Soulforge, this Vasaraga 5U, as he, you know, this big body just pulls up with the armored stomps, and all of a sudden you're fighting for your life just to try and escape the corner. And who better to represent Vasaraga up here in Group C than Devagame himself, the first place champion of Cygames Cup.
Yes, and you know what? With that change to the Soulforge being able to slowly deactivate after utilizing an armored move, I think that helps the neutral game a little bit more. It adds a little bit more risk to when you are actually going for some of that Savage Rampage or even Battalions of Fear. So there's a few options on the approach that kind of can get called out if we stick with the Zoe gameplay coming from Koji. But again, this is a wild card. Just because you saw Belial and Zoe on the screen, that does not mean we're locked
Revenge.
Seeing the Beatrix kind of be the go-to when the chips are down.
This is an interesting one for sure.
Koji Coco go right back to the tried and true Beatrix, a pretty well-rounded character in the cast and still fairly potent as well. It's a great time to have a few different characters up in your arsenal, especially at this point in the Arc World Tour.
Exactly. And so much of the value from like Beatrix in particular is like, this is a tournament stable character.
I think last time, I think at Cygames Cup,
speaking of a
he tried Belial, it didn't work, and then he went to Zoe. So I wonder if it will be the same here.
Some choice, we'll see how it plays out. You can kind of be a bully against Vasaraga in terms of the Goetia pressure. I think that's going to be a big factor in this game plan. 2-Web obviously has changed, right? It's not the Belial of yore where we can just keep our turn consistently going, but we've seen some great counter pokes at the far medium and even far heavy, the first hit rather, being able to convert to bigger damage out of the mid screen.
Let us see.
Here we go with the opening gambit. The big fear is, what does
I actually really like this matchup.
Going to get whip punished by the 5L. Nice shot from
you can't imagine seeing him lose.
Exactly. And
someone didn't watch Cygames
got the first knockdown. It's really just about keeping the pressure on so that, you know, Devagame doesn't have any opportunity to bust out, set up Soulforge, and then try and bring you over to that other corner. So lots of staggers coming out here, lots of spacing traps, and sends out the EX.
Ooh, got him.
That
hey.
Asmodeus Ultimate Edition is certainly going to be the tail because we get those plus frames, but we get the toss, the low swipe off the Savage Rampage. Ultimate 5U, let's go. Oh,
there we go. Ooh.
It's a shame he only got 6XL punish there.
Tried to grab, going to get the full whip punish for corner.
Not that much damage.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That was
right
so
in the face,
greedy.
we don't want to get called out with the reversal command grab, but we weren't quite there for the 50% on ult. We are now.
Overextension.
On Instincture with the dash H lift off.
Exactly. All that meter from Devagame so far
Still
has
pretty
been spent
popular.
on Ultimate Instinction, either as a bust-out move in kind of these like slight minus frame situations, or even just, you know, trying to...
It's also, they have a free version you can try, and for the next week, all the characters on the cast except for one are free. So you can try any character, even a DLC character, if you want to give it a shot.
Very scary spot to be. You see that Soulforge coming from Vasaraga. You're forcing a situation. You don't want to get walked down to a corner. Koji are getting tossed up to the west side of the screen with the
2B. 2B is not free because it's licensed. Like most of the time, licensed characters follow different rules.
Ends up whipping the high strike off of the armor follow-up. So now we're just waiting for Soulforge to tick down.
Ooh. Scooped up the 2M coming from Koji. Deba stealing back the turn. Good spodge, low swipe. Trying to deny that space, right? We don't want to let Lyle fire off another Goetia. Zing at that max range if we decide to dash in.
He kept that string tight as well.
Command grab.
Oh, we're pressing buttons. Oh, nice. That was really good.
Be able to seal it out, but Koji Coco finds the mash out.
We're going to do fireball setup?
Yeah. Perfect for the side swap.
Oh, he does for the jump one now.
Actually snuck in with the Frank kill JU. Hold on.
Yeah. He's trying to like threaten JU stall, I think.
Watch the meter. Watch the meter. Spam for plus frames.
He just didn't react.
That's the scary.
Koji just got caught sleeping at the wheel.
When Vasaraga is going to spend for the ult.
He didn't commit to anything. He actually just didn't.
That's exactly what Koji was looking for.
Didn't
we saw the ult Asmodeus to go for plus frames. Maybe a BC was going to pop there. But no fear from Deva. But this 2H. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, just waiting till the end of the game to use that ultimate reversal that we know that you were looking for. So much ultimate instinction. Speaking of, we're at that 15-meter threshold. Maybe a tiny bit too late on the spot dodge as we get caught up by counter hit 2L.
2L again. Caught the jump frames, actually. All right.
That shit is cheap. That shit is so cheap.
At max range. Reset.
Yep.
You can't spot. Yeah, you can't.
Away
you can't brave counter that. People try it all the time too.
Attempt, and even with
people always try to brave counter that.
That's exactly what we were looking for in that last round of the first game, right? Of just getting that BC out there. We're at maximum range, but still close enough to get a full punish. Try to pull back with Goetia to get a follow through. Still unable to do so. A little bit too far.
Ooh. Yeah, tries to go up for the Basago, but immediately mashed out on the command grab attempt. 5U is set. Soul Forge. Is it going to save you now?
Into his waiting arms.
Into the ultimate command grab.
I didn't know who was going to win out of it. Both of you had hands out there, and Basaraga had the bigger scoop.
Yeah, but the refresh on the 5U means that Soul Forge timer is taking down Devagame. Not trying to be too predictable about how we're going to spend it.
Yep.
There it is. Alcaratio with the heavy to lift off.
Yep.
So much health upside of
huge.
With that stagger 5L.
He's not gonna die though.
Not gonna get a super, but plenty of damage on the table. So next strike kills.
Exactly. LDP
wow. The fake
for the frame counter, baits out the raging strike instead, and keep it simple with the super to tie it up 1-1.
All important to go for the stagger 5L is to bait out the ult and also force a BC attempt coming from Deva. You have to try to ult through that.
All right.
And Deva with the wrong answer. Still gonna
that could have been horrible.
Stagger off the BC. That's the danger of trying to BC, right? Because if you're wrong on the stagger 5Ls, you get opened up. And Koji opening strong in this third game.
It's the second time he's tried that. He hasn't fallen for it either time.
Doesn't want to go for the Soul Forge this time. Instead, just
tried to react with something, but good luck, bro. That move is fast as shit.
Again, 2 knockdowns, 3 knockdowns, and still not looking for Soul Forge. Just trying to stay in Koji Koko's face.
Oh,
nice.
Heavy, maximum range, side swap combo. Good spot here for Koji. Got the throw. Watch that meter, though. You know Basaraga is going to spend, and now the threat is imminent.
I don't know if I would call that tech. New type of hero would have pressed Fireball 8 million times by now.
Full brave point, so of course we're going to send out that brave counter. It gets caught up in the L follow-up. Round up for Devagame.
That distance, a little scary, right? Because you're just outside the range of command grab, so you're expecting maybe max range throw. But good coverage from Deva to opt for the light ender to catch the jump back.
Needless Fireball, now able to get 5U,
Fireball.
Barely anything done with the cooldown.
He tried to Fireball when he didn't have it, I think, is why that happened.
Okay, far media, nice. Goetia lift off the ultimate.
Yep.
Triple attack for corner, and yeah, that's going to end the combo routing there, but maximum range on the 5L. Still got the counter hit for a far end.
Lots of meter available, but again, trying to mash out thinking, oh, you're going to respect this ultimate reversal. I showed it once. Surely I'll show it again. But like you said, Zero, just go for the staggers until
the slugfest.
You see it once more.
That's going to be the answer out of these corners, those ultimates, right? And when you have that life lead, you're willing to press that issue against Deva. So you have to prove to me you're willing to spend the meter. You have 100. I don't want you to SSBA against me. I need that danger off the table. And yet, if you opt for a BC, that's all the better for me to get a full punish. Carried it. Exactly. Nice jump out the command grab.
Yeah, but jumped back, so we weren't able to get a full punish, and we're still stuck in the corner. Counter hit off ultimate Goetia. This is an awful spot for Devagame.
I love that round. Fireball medium.
I don't even. Did he even press throw or did he mash?
It doesn't quite build up 100 meter off of this.
It's so funny.
I don't think Raging Strike's going to be enough either. Let's see.
One more. Yeah, don't even need the second Raging Chain. We just go for the Fireball finish.
I was not a believer. I thought that Basaraga, that extra HP in the tank, might have been able to save him, but went for the single Raging Strike. You're in the corner, so you don't have to use that Raging Chain immediately. Koji Koko optimized to find the kill, but it's oh nah.
What kind of shit?
I don't believe it. We had no meter and we still hit with the Raging
Very
Strike.
questionable, Koji.
Even on both sides in brave points. DP, excellent timing from Koji.
Nice backdash.
No armor quite yet on the Soul Force. There it goes.
It's so funny because Voss is so slow that like a lot of the time I think players forget that he has the normal options that other characters do. He thought it was you fireball. That's so funny.
Very nice this group. Flashing.
Stepping on the beach, 5U's reset.
He mashed? You're crazy.
Mash on wake up. It's not going to kill, but it does build up 100 meter for Koji Coco.
You're losing all your crystals to two-touch situation.
Oh, we're spending. Absolutely. Solid call out there, J2, because this is brilliant. You spend it off the one raging strike for guaranteed damage, and then strip those final 2 brave points and refund one of your own. And you're already coming out ahead, and even on health. Honestly, one more touch is all that Koji needs to get the victory. What?
That was good.
Oh, let's go!
Haha! 6xm kill.
Haha! What a call out on these armor points.
Stomp into dodge, and to Koji Coco remembering he's got a stomp of his own, and now on set point.
Go. Dash light to push.
Yep.
Oh, get back here. There's no escape.
Still has an
He's
opportunity
overextending.
to set up Soul
He has to be
Forge.
careful.
Wake up, Fireball. Koji Coco just poking out here.
Plus,
but
yep,
game now past
can't
that
run.
50-meter threshold.
Even Bilal backdash can't get away there.
Oh, this is going to hurt real bad. Might we
Bilal
see the ever elusive Basaraga super? I think
also
we
the
will.
character I play.
No, we're not gonna. There it is. I can't
But
believe
yeah,
it.
he has a lot of cool shit.
Oh, but we don't even get the
Basaraga super. We don't count it.
Funny enough though, currently the character
like
on the right is
credit,
better.
right? You know, everybody gets one.
But not
chance,
by a ton.
You know, Koji Coco hard called out that backdash from Deva Game, just saying, "I know you're gonna go for the jump forward, JH."
Plus frames, the medium DP there.
Yep.
Yeah, Bilal's like
One more throw. No,
right
goes
under
for,
top tier,
dash close
and
heavy.
like
No
Basaraga
backdash
is
from
like
Deva
at
Game.
the
Content
bottom
to
of the
spend
top
BP.
tier. So it's like very, very comparable.
Oh, so scary.
Okay,
Yeah, Voss is really good. Yeah. They even after the nerfs,
plus, but Deva
still
Game
pretty good.
disagreed. Good thing he did, because now he's got Soul Forge, a solid
Oh,
meter
he didn't walk far
advantage,
enough.
a
Oh,
decent chance of trying overcoming this life lead.
that was so greedy. He got away with it.
Plenty of opportunity to finish the job, and that will do.
That button lets you play
3-1.
extremely
Koji
greedy.
Coco taking it over Deba, scoring better than what Monarch did, or excuse me, what Uzagi did. So that is actually going to look very beneficial out of this group.
Yeah, exactly. So after our first couple of games played, like even winning in a close 3-2, where normally, you know, there's the standard physical and mental fatigue. You're like, wow, that was a close set. I need to, you know, mentally clear my mind, take some deep breaths, and recover for the next one. Knowing that that's also on your record for the group stages, right? Where especially in Group A, it came down to this kind of like 3-way tiebreaker in terms of, okay, not only is it about going 2-1 and having that positive record, but how many games did you drop? How many games did you need to get there? So it's all about perfection. It's not just about winning the set. You have to play at 100% every single time. And on, you know, this biggest stage for Grand Blue, it's so much easier said than done.
Exactly.
This
and
is a
you're
classic.
going up against one of the most calculated players up next here in Monarch. So despite going down 3-2 versus
Frosty
Uzagi, you still have
Faustings
excellent opportunity
Grand
to
Finals.
only first set across the board for all 4 competitors here. But it's a great start looking for Koji Coco going into this one. Monarch can shake things up for sure. Out of the cast of characters that Koji has, it would be very interesting to see if we get this Belial again against Patera. I'd be very shocked.
Yeah, I'm wondering, right? Because my guess in particular is Beatrix just has so many tricky ways to, you know, approach from the sky, you know, go for the low profile of riding free, that it would be hard not to choose this character up against Matera. But I'm wondering what Koji in particular, okay, I would recognize that stance anywhere. That cape, that drip, of course it's got to be the Beatrix.
That's my girl, also joining us finally in Relink. Looking forward to that.
Why is everyone saying the name wrong?
Yeah,
What do you
exactly. I saw the trailer as a not even a Relink player, but you know, the animation
both are correct
looks
technically.
So sick, so I'm happy for my Relink friend.
It just depends on whether you're doing the
so Beatrix is going to be a great
the
option.
English or the
Relink
Japanese
called out.
pronunciation.
However, I've been saying it since the get-go. Matera is that anti-Beatrix character. She has an auto anti-Beatrix at 5L. It is just a very easy low.
She's not anti-Beatrix, but like it's not as free as
Star Chaser.
At first, people would say that Beatrix runs her over, but like it's definitely not that easy. But I do think Beatrix wins.
Swaying into Beatrix's favor, despite what a lot of folks might say. She does have a lot of damage potential inside of Beatrix.
Yep.
That doesn't mean that Matera is going to make it any easier for Beatrix to take the victory.
Exactly. And I like that you mentioned Star Chaser in particular, right? Beatrix has like
well, he's just talking about the fact that you can't just press riding for you against Matera.
Pull up and beat in point blank strike throw range, which of course for a rushdown character like her is exactly where she wants to be, especially against Matera, right? Someone who has to spend that 50 to try and escape. And, you know, is really just banking on, okay, how can I keep you out for as long as possible? But, you know, Monarch, of course, having the opportunity to rotate between 5L, that quick disjoint like you mentioned, you know, if we're playing a little bit slower, has the opportunity to set up great fall, setting up butterflies, especially the ultimate variety. So it's really just all about the timing here.
Yes, that's a big factor. Like, you hit the nail on the head, the timing of it. Who gets that quicker draw? Is the ride free going to be able to interrupt? And I think we threaten from
this is a really big match.
You're going to see a lot of 5L.
Very, very important here.
Knockdown, you're going to see a very consistent.
If Monarch can win this, then things get real interesting.
If we can get more consistent ult butterflies, it's going to make things a nightmare scenario for Beatrix. And we saw ultimate expenditure on the 5S and even back S from Matera up against Usagi. It's going to be different here. We're going to see more ult butterflies than we saw before.
Curious to see the meter usage as we head on into the first one. Both of them just running into the heat of battle. Expected for Beatrix, maybe a bit less so for Monarch.
These two have had some classics against each other.
Good hunt. 5L still going to be the threat. There it is, our first butterfly sub. That's going to be the time you want to look out for, because that's opportunity for medium ride free to chase down and actually punish that butterfly setup. That's player dependent. That's not a guarantee.
Yeah. Catching out the player-specific timing, but I mean, when you knew who was qualified for the rest of, you know, Arc World Tour finals, when you saw your groups, you had all the time to prepare from yesterday.
All these IBs.
Today. But
give me that meter.
Double spot dodge from Monarch. He tries to bust in with a 6XL.
Firing away back, special
push.
There it is. Nice chip.
No, you can't do that. Too close. Beatrix's extended hurt box in front of her is a really big deal. If it wasn't so huge, then she could just press you fireball way more in this matchup, but it's actually hard to get away with it.
Star Chaser to deny it.
Because the hurt box extends so far in front of her.
A couple layers on with that final strike from Monarch.
Yeah, and you mentioned this like right at the top of the set 0, right? We're going to be seeing a lot of ultimate butterfly because that ultimate arrow is so fast as a fireball, like, you know, to check you at full screen. You're kind of looking for that immediate snap reaction. And you lose a little bit of that tempo if it's ultimate butterfly. But Koji Coco trying to bring the tempo right back with the mash out and with the 5U, now putting Delta Clock on the board.
Let's finally sneak that in. Will we see it open up though? BC, we see those light jabs coming from Koji, and still these bad techs.
He actually got the
damage. Delta Clock, this is a big
this got ugly real quick,
especially with 2 break points down.
Next it wins.
Bad techs, but for Soul, bad girl, she's still able to pull up with SSBA. No break points available for Monarch.
He has a DP though. Monarch does not DP often.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh! The 2L to open things up.
He might have actually tried there and got jailed.
Comeback. Of course, it's Beatrix down, but never out as long as there's a sliver of HP left on the screen. And now caught with the low arrow, but not the worst thing in the world here. The best thing you could find is that counter hit and riding free.
Absolutely. Get that extra lift off. Just stagger with the 5L. Get as much damage as we can with that 2U ender.
Yep.
Fortunate.
He
actually got that spot dodge. That was crazy.
Very risky spot dodge timing right there. That could have been follow-up. Alt DP? That's how you feel, Koji?
Send it. You want the knockdown? Ayolo ultimate DP kills, but of course we're looking for the chip. Keep it simple.
This facing on that fireball is so messed up. It hits on the back of your hurt box.
DP range. Don't you do that.
A little bit too far for Far M and Far H, but of course we got the LDP just barely to reach as we're trying to draw the string of the bow. And Monarch once again flipping through that notebook and thinking, all right, what is my anti-Beatrix? I have the tools, but how do I put it into the game plan? What is my player note for Koji in terms of his timing, what I'm going to be looking for, and how he likes to rotate his options in particular?
Honestly, as far as we've seen, it's certainly going to be that usage of alt butterfly. It's been a showstopper against Beatrix, but it's going to be about that spacing, particularly against Koji. We don't want to allow that forward momentum from Thunderbird and ride free, which right there, we're finding the timing. I called that out earlier in game 1, round 1. We can ride free on those butterflies, we can ride free on those projectiles, It's about the player
He's
timing.
getting away with murder a little bit.
Adaptation to this has been absolutely devastating for Monarch's game plan.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Koji stays in, spends the BP. Down to this one Brave Point situation, right, which does actually matter quite a bit.
Oh, that's huge to get that 50.
But of course, stopping the damage on that ultimate skill with the 6XL.
Get set up. We need to rebuild our resources. Star Chaser not close enough to get the challenge.
Yep.
No.
Just stuck here with a million far else.
Nice hit confirm, loser.
Raging Strike, a tiny bit too late, so instead gives the spot dodge opportunity for Monarch.
Tries to deny that ult butterfly with the Star Chaser of her own, slowing down the next projectile that would come through.
That roll was dangerous.
And you see these 5Ls. It's preemptive.
I'm surprised
comes, but
he's committing like that.
Koji.
That was a big mistake.
Locked in on the timing.
Chip point.
Thunderbird was safe.
Beatrix DP is really invulnerable, so
will do it.
he just does LDP.
You called it
he actually gets there fast
the
enough.
gift of foresight bestowed upon Zero. I'm wondering if that last far L, like right before this, might have been able to like Raging Strike into lethal, but it was so far away, I think Koji Coco might have recognized the spacing was not there and just went for the knockdown.
Wow, what a Thunderbird there.
Yeah.
Having the Star Chaser to end. Get away from me, please. Thank you. DP.
EXDP, get away from me, and sends it with the ultimate riding free. You want a backdash? No, you're going back up against the corner.
Massive combo for that ult ride
Nice.
free there.
We kind of messed up there.
Full follow-up after that counter hit 5L. Though.
No, this is live.
Yeah.
There's just
Already
it takes place in Korea, so that's why.
Pushes you a little further to the corner
It's
off of
pretty
the
late
airborne
for us.
6XL.
JC, I got to call out these just defenses coming from Koji, building up all those resources. Imperative for Beatrix to get these callouts with the ult ride free, with the ult Star Chaser, a dash light and a Raging Strike. It all layers upon itself. If I can keep getting resources,
Raging Strike
I
minimum
can build
damage coming through in the clutch.
There we go. Had all the resources.
Koji's from
that we
Korea?
need.
No,
Yeah,
this
these-
is World
these, like,
Finals,
just
bro.
defense, just building up
People
1
from all
meter
over the
apiece,
place.
But with so many multi-hits and so many arrows coming out from Atera, right? That just gets you closer and closer. Your uptime on ultimate riding free, on ultimate Thunderbird as a plus frame reset, and of course the ultimate fireball to jump scare from full screen. It just puts so much more on Monarch's mind, where he has to put gaps in his zoning to allow him time to spot dodge or to 5L to try and stop those approaches.
So fascinating. You see the adjustments that Koji has made throughout this set, right? Just finding the timing that Monarch wants to apply pressure, wants to try to set up as Patera. And this is where that matchup chart kind of looks skewed on the side of Beatrix. It seems like Koji could do no wrong, and actually sending the ender of Ride Free despite it being blocked. That's the first time we saw this.
Yep. Ooh, tried to 6XL back, but of course EXDP to put you back into the corner. Delta clock on the board now, so you might have kill off on the next hit.
Oh, that we certainly do. Has to be a specific starter, though. We need to get that triple attack start. 1 Brave Point left.
Yeah, stop the EX Fireball attempt.
But the 5L poke attempt there, because that could have been Raging Chain to get the kill.
Yep.
Koji's been ripping riding free in these
Monarch,
spacings,
just in
but
case
he
the
catches
screen
him.
flashes blue from Koji Coco, but
I mean, he's still in
not
trouble
spend
because
the
Koji has
meter.
Delta Clock. He
Monarch
might just
finds
send
the
it.
hit.
Ooh, big setup there with the Rainfall on top of Ult Butterfly, chipping away, resources down, so Monarch has to be careful because now that spacing that you got is going to be a problem.
Yep. Yeah, and Delta Clock not gonna be a
That was so
issue for
dangerous.
grounded EXP.
Oh my god, he doesn't react.
Anti-airs,
Well,
it matters.
he gets
but
counter
of course
hit.
we had the 50 meter for ultimate fireball. Koji Coco 1 round away from
Very
securing
surprised,
a
actually. I wonder what he
insane
committed
lead
to.
across this group stage.
Probably a button to try to
I
jail
think
him
Koji's
into it.
starting to recognize that when we get back into that corner from Monarch, there's a certain point where Monarch will push themselves just outside of an effective range, which allows for a Star Chase.
Wow.
Would interrupt that 5L. Sponge. Ooh, almost had Ride Free, but 2U back.
Yeah, low key, like Monarch should actually just be a little bit more aggressive.
All right, ultimate
He's
arrow
not
to put you
putting
back into
Koji
the
into
corner
any
with the
like
spot
really
dodges
tough
on the great
defensive
ball, and Koji
situations.
Coco busts back out. Spend the BP to get back in.
Okay.
He has a U fireball locked.
Just defends again, staying above that 50-meter threshold,
Just
like you
Thunderbird
pointed out
instead.
earlier.
Oh, he got finessed. He got finessed.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
got the
round for
resources to
Monarch.
do it. Just barely built up the 100, but didn't
Ouch.
end up needing it. Routed
not out
in
of the
case
woods
he
yet, though.
Did, but it's still set point for Koji Coco. You are not out of the woods just yet.
Battle 3. Engage.
Setting
Shots.
up these low arrows.
What? Where's he going?
Oh, Monarch had a big opportunity on his hands, but still tricky to try to react to
this
it.
is trouble.
Off the wall we go.
This is big trouble. Now it's even bigger trouble.
Delta clock once again on the board. Oh,
he's gonna do a third time.
No,
oh, I would have for sure. I don't know if that punishes.
No, catch the 60 accelerator. No way. Okay.
And he gets the micro dash too.
There we go. Grounded.
Still saying poised under.
Heavy. Monarch, you got to make the most of
this.
But
if he could have confirmed that, that could have been it.
Just opting to go for that.
Now he's gonna die because he's Delta.
Does refund even?
We're wish confirming.
Find the 2M punish. You have one more Raging Strike, Raging Chain, but how are we gonna optimize that last sliver of Beatrix's HP?
Yeah, I think that was a mistake in routing from him, but he gets
a
the chip.
Damage puts a game on the board for Monarch.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Scaring me, man.
It really was. I saw the final chip, like, oh no.
I was a little spooky.
You still have an opportunity.
Oh my god. All right, Monarch stays in for at least one more game. It's not the clean 3-0. He's still trying to, at least take a few games on the way out, if not find this reverse sweep on Koji Coco in the group stage.
One step closer. If we could turn this around.
Believe in victory.
That looked pretty good, but also you got to think about the scoring across the board. That means it's not going to be an ideal scoring scenario if you end this in 3-2. At least more opportunity, especially when it comes down to Koji versus Usagi when that turns up.
All right, and Fireball meaty here. Monarch looking for a chance to escape, and the guaranteed BP, Brave counter.
Oh, huge back throw. Oh, he didn't bait it.
Goodness, are you kidding me? All
I thought he was looking for it.
It was a matter of
back
time.
Dash, okay. One crystal though, yeah. You're going way too deep.
L, you have one more Raging Strike, Raging Chain. And the base damage is still on board, but doesn't need that third diamond. Koji Coco quickly back on.
All right, there we go again.
Using that ride for you to
get win 2 rounds again.
To get the close, heavy finish.
Yep. Okay, up preemptive 5L to try and stop the riding free, but of course still able to find low arrow in time.
Stroke, not gonna follow through.
Calls out.
She's gonna shut down with the dash light.
Wow, far light, close light.
Too far away for anything, but the LDP, good
counter hit, Brave counter
from Koji Coco, but Brave counter into Ultimate Butterfly, just trying to keep you at bay.
He's sending the 6XL.
Doing such a good job of threading the needle between.
I think, like I say, he doesn't DP very often.
All right, you're still gonna be okay.
Are you?
Yeah, it's not gonna be okay. You're gonna live.
No, I think you die actually.
You're just in an awful spot, yeah.
What? I lied. It's not okay. I said it was okay, J2.
It's 15K, one crystal.
I thought it would be bad.
No,
but I didn't think that he would die. But as it turns out, even after being able to take
I gotta
a
run
game
an ad.
on Koji Coco's record, it is a 3-1 for the World Warrior as he, waits for his next match. Monarch, tried his best there, but that is Beatrix damage for you.
Ad's already running on Paragon.
Just a real masterclass of navigating that matchup. Again, I wasn't making it up when I said that Matera does give like a moment of pause to Beatrix. We saw that especially in that
that's
game
interesting.
1. And all it took was just Koji Coco taking a moment to recognize the patterns that Monarch was putting out there.
Does that mean announcements?
And we saw that timing. The moment after game 1 did not tell you.
I wonder if that means that announcements ignore the bot protection.
And sure enough, the rest of the set we got that coming from Koji. Almost every single one was an immediate punish. It wasn't until this final game where Monarch just really changed the tempo. And I think if we would have changed tempo earlier, we probably have an extended set here. But man, that's a tough time to try to stop the powerhouse that is Beatrix.
Yeah, and it wasn't even an issue of, oh, you're not using your tools that can keep out Beatrix, right? We saw excellent option rotation.
No, those won't be until
5L, using Ultimate Butterfly to bait out some of these blue skill reactions. But
to the end, I'm pretty
timing,
sure.
Right? And in terms of just being in the right place at the right time, it's like you're saying, we were, in that sweet spot between Great Fall and being able to catch out the startup of an arrow, even in the Ultimate version. We were able to throw out riding freeze at these unpredictable times, just changing it by, not fractions of a frame, but fractions of a second, just to throw off when Monarch is comfortable putting in these micro delays in between his zoning to try and scout out something from Koji Coco.
Yeah. I mean, really great navigation come from Koji. But up next, we're going to get into Usagi versus Deva game. It's going to be a little bit of that Grimnir versus Vasaraga. And we saw that Deba was capable of sniping the skies. And potentially with this Soul Forge, maybe we could survive some of that mixed potential from Usagi.
I want to see if this works. Hold on.
Yeah, let's see it. Just checking the buttons to make sure everything is all good. And like you said, right, we have the aerial mobility to maybe try and be tricky against Vasaraga, but the longer you take to set up your seals, try and be tricky with throw baits or, you know, bait out an anti-air, that's time that Vasaraga can just sit at the other side of the screen and go, okay, if you're not going to directly spend 2 seals to air dash or seal dash in my face, I'm just going to set up 5U and be armored for my next approach.
Okay, the announcement does work. Does that mean it shows up in...
Be
okay, so yeah, it does ignore the bot thing. That's interesting.
Very little research you could really do in terms of tournament performance coming from Deba game, right?
That's an interesting thing.
Mainly focused on Japan events, especially
so
this year,
it
right?
Also
we qualified
breaks
the Side Games Cup and just said, great, I'm locked in. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to lab at home.
Exactly. Just said, you know what? I don't need to pull up to more events. The travel time, sitting around waiting for my next match. Yeah. I could be labbing. I could be playing my first attempts.
We're labbing practice. We're labbing streamer bot functions.
In my pool, but do you have the experience up against the Grimnir to try and take down Usagi as we head into our next match?
That's the crazy thing, right? We're talking about 2 characters that have maybe a character specialist per region. You know, like JF in South America, BSG in North America. We got Deba Game in Japan on Vasaraga. You know, so
there's another one of those, like, and if Deba Game wins, then like we could end up with a 3-way tie situation where they all go 2-1. I heard the first poll had that happen, and
but instead she goes for the jump back, sets the
people were not happy with the result because of the tiebreakers, which
good jump out already.
Again, I spoke on.
Premier certainly going to be airport. Oh no! Ran right into the projectile. Come from Deba, but massive counter hit.
He said, "Throw bait that."
Okay, old Psycho Crusher. Again, these jump backs from Usagi have been catching out the command grabs every time, but because it's a jump back, no full punish.
Ooh. Oh, that was a mistake.
Push back to corner.
Okay, old Fireball for old Fireball, just playing the spacing game between these 2, and now we have that 4th seal set. Ooh, but we armor through even off of the throw bait. Deba Game takes round 1.
Huh?
I think that was important, the fact that Usagi was trying to fight right back on top of those seals, and Deba Game was just constantly denying, even with Soul Forge on top of it. So there was armor that you would be threatening yourself to jump into, try to take advantage of what you set up. Nice. Actually calling out low, not falling for the jump.
A tackle, but off of the spaced out tackle, we're just fine to spend the 50. Tries to spend the 50 in return, but Deba Game caught out. Finally, a neutral jump from Usagi to make sure we get all the damage off of the read.
Scales.
Yeah.
Does get the scoop empty. We still have more seals on the field. Oh, a little bit too late on the ult call out. The idea was certainly there for Usagi.
It doesn't feel like it, but that's definitely an overextension, madam.
They set the single seal.
It's bad.
And again, that L follow-up. So far spaced out, covers the skies in case we're looking for that.
He doesn't have 50 though.
Seal,
oh, you greedy!
A lot of space too. Jump back on the command grab.
And the thing about Grimnir is that on jump back, you never. Grimnir, you'll never get. If you don't have a skill set up, you'll never get a punish on command grab.
I don't know
with back jump. His jump is so floaty.
Looking great, but we're only 2 rounds.
Just never get there in time.
I think at this point we start going for the light ender of Savage Rampage. We've seen so many jump outs from Usagi.
Unless there's some weird like void light thing you can do, but like
Usagi
I don't think I've seen that.
Kind of predicting a lot of that timing, but not able to predict the stagger on close heavy.
Okay. Scooped in the corner now. 2 seal set. Chipping away at the plus range of the ultimate fireball, trying to bait out a reversal, but nothing from Deba Game as he mashes out.
Him.
No command.
He's looking to catch that overextension too.
I don't know. We might just have to stick with the strikes here, Deba Game.
That's plus. Oh, we're chilling.
Still running low on that Soul Forge, and excellent throw time from Usagi. What are we
nice
buffering, Deba? Hold on.
We saw that last set.
For the fabled Vasaraga 2-2, but
I think he did fireball, right? Yeah, he did
do
fireball.
for you. The multi strikes from the sky. Usagi takes game 1.
Believe in victory.
Okay. back into it we go. I was just enthralled by Grimnir's speech.
He's so goofy, man. I love the Chuny voice lines from Grimnir every single time. But behind the back, perfect spacing for the JL to jump scare Deva game and push him to the corner.
Heavy. Keep you blocky right in front of the seal. Oh, jumping out and does build up the ult, but Deva able to find a throw out of the corner.
Oh, I don't know about that spend. Would have liked to have that.
Close L's. Double spot dodge off the ultimate stomps to Usagi. Keeping you locked down in the corner. One more touch, one more far L into a Raging Strike could be enough.
Oh, interesting that we go for drill from that distance. Not want to give up the corner and a quick 2-web just to get the Raging
6
Strike.
framer.
Battle 2.
Usagi now.
So unfortunate. You get pushed back, round start with projectile, and that's a full setup for Usagi.
Oh, what
Jump
the?
forward,
Oh,
maybe
we
just
mashed?
looking to air to air in case
That
we can
clashed?
see that second steal. Tries to mash out again with the
Okay.
far heavy, but there's still so many more hits of that J214.
That's a new one.
Stand block from Deva. Guard button checks galore, and we lightly charge the heavy there. Doesn't want to let too much go off the wayside. Armored up.
She's tunneling on throw.
Oh, 2L is the opener. Goes for
Can we kill?
I think we could
We have a
killed
use
the
skill.
super.
Oh, we didn't go for it. Oh,
no.
We went for Raging
Spend
Strike?
more
That was
Raging
weird.
Chain, Raging Strike. Now
Oh,
we're down to one.
Sky's
Okay.
protected.
Okay, we got one command grab. We get at least one.
Damn.
I still worry about that corner sequence. We definitely could have killed with the super. Had Deva not spent Raging Chain, we should have just launched with Raging Strike and then right into super follow-up there. Should have been able to kill. Guard crush.
So bit.
Deva respecting projectiles.
That was
Hello.
sick. That was so good.
L anti-air. Nah, stop.
He counter hit confirmed that too. That was sick.
Yeah, stop the stomp to the multi-hit. And the extension off of the fourth seal too. Oh my, wait, it just keeps going.
All right, big situation here.
Just locked in a guard button. I'm not going to crouch until you land on the ground.
Yep.
Oh, tried to
Gets her
run
away
up
from
that throw,
seals.
but now the throws are starting
Might
to
use
work
skill,
out for Deva
yep.
game.
Push away with alt tornado for corner. Late tech.
Throw bait next time.
Usagi, substantial lead at this point. 90%. Nice overhead. One more touch.
Chip point.
Chip territory. Sponging.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Only for so long to survive. That's 2-0 lead for Usagi.
Yeah, you're in that one-touch territory. You're like, okay, that's like perfect around the chip damage. But, you know, your opponent's aware of that too. You just put in, you randomize the delay in your head, and you're like, all right, I'm firing the gun of Ultimate Psycho Crusher and putting a second game on the board.
All right.
Back, still get that charge. We were literally staring in the face of a projectile and was able to charge up a battalion of fear to blast right through.
Yep. Scooping the Soul Forge. And we waited out. The timer isn't ticking on 5 use. We have all the time in the world to
Okay,
walk
her
down
greed
Usagi.
is going to get her in so much trouble if she keeps doing that.
Ooh, just a little bit too far for
You don't get a
Ultimate
refund
Psycho
for that
Crusher
either.
catch, but still all good.
That was a very weird situation.
Endpoint here, still a couple seals up. Oh, the off-camera mix. Still able to jump out the ult command grab. I love the answer from Deva, but Usagi
I don't think he
was
died.
a couple steps ahead.
Evil work. We set up the ultimate seals, and we went coast to coast off of this one.
Saucy route. I thought we were going to go for the 2 grounded seals. I'll be quite honest to try to extend damage further, but since we already launched, that combo limit was
I
certainly
don't
gonna
think there was
backfire
any way
pretty
she could have
quickly,
killed
so
him
I'd
there.
like making that audible to carry to that corner the way Usagi did.
Exactly. Just get the knockdown where we can.
Okay.
Looking for a spot dodge to the jump in. It does get caught up at the L follow-up on stomps.
Mm-mm.
Able to block the Brave counter, but still not able to escape. Ultimate death
Yeah, a little
ray
bit too
Tempest
much
brings
of
us
that
right
from
back to
Devagame
mid-screen,
this
but
set.
Devagame does not bite on the throw bait. Walk it out. Scary stuff. You want a U Instinction so bad, but instead we charge up the tackle.
The guard crush.
Oh, there we go. Caught up by the far M. Jumps over the ultimate extinction, but it's not enough.
Okay.
Usagi caught out of the skies, and we're not going to let Lethal fall out of our grasp with the Raging Strike this time.
Absolutely not. Great way to send it home for Devin Game, but can we cross the finish line to put a game on the board? Or is Usagi going to sweep the rest of this one? Round start, maximum range.
Honestly, yeah, I was like, you're pretty fine with that.
Deba
If that's the punish you take.
No fear.
Yeah.
Plus.
Throw attempts in mid-screen.
Yeah, she's tunneling on that. I don't know why he keeps doing that.
Charge up on the L follow-up and swipes out with the
She's actually like not looking for anything else but that.
The sequencing from Usagi, just keeping Devin
Game
on the back foot.
Might be too little too late now.
Throw positioning, couple seals, BC away. And we're still just at the range of a throw attempt. Push out.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. I was very surprised.
We thought we were going to bust out with the ultimate extinction as soon as we saw the blue, but instead the ultimate command grab works out. We charge through.
She can't stop herself from pressing on that.
Tackle, and now both of these gamers on one-touch territory. No punish on the ultimate.
Mash.
So we stomped through.
She flashed red twice, bro. I saw it.
One game on the board.
I saw it.
Oh, my God.
As often as I've seen Usagi dodge these command grabs, it's so that there has been
she flashed red twice, bro.
Stopping Deba Game from still making the attempt, and that is huge because that's doing enough to get reversal threat. It's still keeping Usagi thinking about leaping, and we've seen challenges from Battalions of Fear come out on top because of it. Big heavy at the close range there.
Yeah, I mean, that was
actually like a little troublesome. A little troublesome for her.
The Deba Game getting a full confirm
because he's low key.
Airborne hit.
The way he's moving. He's definitely making some adjustments.
Oh my God.
It's so quick for rounds to get out. It's so easy for rounds to get out of hand against Grimnir. So
it's perfect from the round start.
It could be one of those situations where it looks like it's close and then it's just very not close very quickly.
We had so much meter on the side of Usagi, so no alt reversal to charge out. And I don't think we had too much opportunity to do so. 5Ls, trying to sneak it with the throw.
Nope. That was so greedy, bro. She plays so greedy in this matchup. It's so interesting.
Far heavy there, but tries to charge it up a little bit too
long. You could have
fucking
took so much damage from
the knockdown for it, but Usagi's still 50% HP to her name.
I was gonna say, where's the tackle at?
Still have about time.
It's actually good in this matchup. I'm surprised he hasn't pressed it before then.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that was an attempt to like throw or anti-air bait, maybe thinking, oh, okay,
she does respect Voss properly on these tackles.
And then look for the two
tackle spacing.
Either way, Deba Game just taking the fight to her. And speaking of Usagi doing the same, up the Death Right Tempest and the
I mean, you're gonna die next hit anyway.
All right, Deba with SSBA on deck, plenty of resources to challenge. We're looking for only one touch. Oh, stop taking these bad techs!
That sucks.
No, Deba!
She chose the wrong answer too.
Throw the final option.
That actually sucks.
I mean, you're starting to choose three options of what can I do. Ultimate.
That is so unfortunate.
Is the option, but Usagi max the range.
But funny.
Knows it all too well.
All right, doesn't even consume either of the seals. Just uses the pressure.
Light flashing before your eyes there. A lot of far light from her this set too.
Gets the link into the ultimate seals to keep that meter situation.
He held up.
And runs up for the slight dash.
You can't kill Voss on this.
Opening up Deba Game, but
I don't even think Grimnir can kill Voss here.
100 meters spent, it's not going to kill him that Voss HP.
I'm pretty sure he lives. Yeah.
Wait.
You sure about that?
Nah, he lives.
I can only be wrong so many times,
yeah, you can't kill Voss.
Okay, lives with a sliver this time. You were testing
my
faith.
This is losable. Oh god.
Game has
don't mash, please. Please don't mash.
It's true.
Nah, you can't kill Voss there. Okay.
One of those previous games
not on 3 crystals you can't.
Set 3-1 against Deba Game. A quick check on the 6-6M overhead from Usagi.
Well played and a great way to kind of play around with them.
Bro, I was like,
honestly,
imagine you're winning by that much and then like
grab. It only worked out towards the end for Deba Game, and that
you
is
eat a close
H
from Voss and then you just perish.
Waiting patiently for the fist bump, says it was a solid fight, a valiant battle, but another 3-1 here on the side of Usagi, and another 3-1 in this group stage, right? So no one coming out unscathed from any of their sets just yet.
Not at all. I just noticed that golden Evo stick coming from Usagi. It's fascinating to see that Gamera's not the only one representing
Man,
that
third to game differential another year. Even
place
1-2 sets this time. LCQ tomorrow it is. Damn. That's tough.
See how many champions are lined up at this event alone.
Wait, is the extra stage not even round robin? Is it a fucking bracket? Oh my god, bro. This company is gonna make me so mad.
Rising. Monarch up against Deba Game. We're looking at the score run.
That is gonna make me. That is so dumb, bro. Oh my god.
Couple more rather. Usagi and Koji Coco in the background, and then of course Monarch and Deba kicking it off. 1 to 3 scores for Deba Game. So this is kind of do or die for Deba.
Yeah, exactly. The final match here to decide the placements for these gamers. Of course, as a reminder for
for the other chatters, what is the extra okay, bro? Why even like pretend, bro?
Top 8 on Sunday.
Second place isn't enough to make you out of pools
stage, which will play out
in this format. So all the second placers play in a like an intermediate phase called extra stage, where they fight each other. The second seeds fight the second seeds to see who makes it to bracket.
If they fall in the extra stage, they have the same fate as, of course, that third and fourth place from the groups, fighting it out against the 84+ entrants of the LCQ.
Absolutely. I mean, looking at this run up here in terms of scores, we got to see this turnaround come from Monarch to really shake things up. And if we could, gosh, I'm trying to think, honestly, we just have to get the sweep against Deba, right? Just to try to come out on top in terms of victories. So tall order for Monarch until we get to potential extra stage position.
Yeah. And for those of you folks wondering, oh, how does the extra stage actually work? So we have 4 groups, groups A, B, C, and D. Of course, like we mentioned, the first of those groups, each individual group is going to move on to winner's side, and then the second from each group moves on to extra stage. Group A and Group B's second places.
Essentially, the way that I understand it now, which this is even worse than I thought it was going to be.
On Sunday.
I thought that at the very least they're going to round robin the second placers, and then like you take the top 2 from that. But instead, because based on this tweet, unless Blue is full of shit,
LCQ day potentially. So
Blue says fight skill and extra stage for top 8 losers tomorrow. So that tells me if this is actually true, then it's one match.
Exactly. It's just a scary situation.
It's just 2 sets.
Last year, of course, the group stage is taking place after the LCQ, so at least
they just play against one person.
Stages, like you knew that you could.
And I'm just like, why? Like, why is this the way that
in this group stage,
works?
You still have to at least pull up the play tomorrow. Keeps you a little bit more locked in.
Yeah, I do like that. We get more competition across the group stages here, so it's not just so final, right? In terms of day 1 play. I mean, we're getting a nice little view of what the stage is going to look like for LCQ potential in the arena here.
Yeah, we see folks warming up for Under Night. We see folks warming up for Strive, and of course for Grand Blue as well.
Unfortunately for these two, it's already over. Both of them will be in LCQ.
Over to the side for anyone who's interested in that.
Absolutely, and plenty of merch to be had. Look at the Marvel Toko. Yes.
Oh, look at this setup. I'm so excited for this game.
All right, I'm swimming over there right now. I gotta go. All
right, yeah, you got it. I'll hold on strong. I'll tell Monarch and Deba Game to play as slow as possible so you have time to come back.
Oh, man. Yeah, and the merch they got at the pop-up shop. I gotta figure out who I gotta bug for that merch.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like hitting folks up on Discord, and I'm like, you have a little bit of downtime, right? You already made it into winner's side top 8. You don't need to practice for Sunday. You wanna stop on by the merch shop for me real quick. But of course, no more time for fun and games as we head into our next match, the second to last of this group, Monarch versus Deba Game.
All right, this can't be fun for Deba. Right? Surely it's not going to be fun.
Like, yes, you have tackle. Yes. Oh, once he gets the armor, he has a way to make in past the Great Fall and past the arrows. But how are you safely going to set up Soulforge, right? We're maybe looking for a way to leverage Instinction, right? The ultimate fireball once we hit that 50 meter, but it's going to be a slow trek up the hill until we get there.
Chip away, late tech. Monarch with a strong start. We did get that Soul Forge at round start as well, but
he actually got the unblockable from there.
Unblockable.
Stuck in the corner now, and you built your 50, but you're in the corner, right? So you have no room to actually use that ultimate fireball. A little bit more now, though.
BC. Get away from me.
On-hand.
Oh, off the wall.
That timing was very unfortunate for him.
It's definitely big. Double butterfly setup, going to be hard to open up. And look at the distance. Same thing that we played earlier against Usagi. You're just trying to get in that perfect position.
Whoa.
To not get caught by BC attempts, not get caught by reversal.
Ooh.
Get shoulder check here.
And now we're just chipping away, right? We don't even need to find another hit. Chip damage is the way we're looking to close this out. The arrow blockable does not find the hit from Monarch, but we fade away with the air arrow and baits out the BC for round 1.
Oh. So scared. I thought we'd go for the 2M. I think that had to be a 5L that we try to put out there. Either way, the game up for Monarch, or round up rather for Monarch. Butterfly
put the butterfly between you and me.
Oh, wow.
Okay. We've been doing a good job, I think, from Deva game, whether it's against Grimnir, checking with the 2L, on the cross-up, or the 5L. That
why did the emotes
top,
not
either way,
work there?
Still stuck in the
He has a
corner
perma
here for
sub.
Deva game.
What the? Oh, it's because I changed the name of the emotes. That's why.
Real fast
I was like, why did that not work? Okay.
Still, Monarch.
Yeah, I have to do that
nightmare
manually.
Scenario I was talking about with alt butterfly, constant rainfall pressure.
Yep.
Reward of 100 meters.
I'm going to have to change all of them manually, actually.
All right, the Scythe and the Stones.
I'll do that tomorrow.
Here, but of course, Monarch still with the HP lead. And has so much space to kind of move back as well. Oh, okay. Still able to find 5U even with that trade.
Wow, the low swipe saved by the Soul Forge. There's 5L interrupt. Oh my goodness, ever closer to the corner. Monarch with 50 meter does have a reversal option just in case. Oh, but spends it on Fireball.
Okay, jumps over the low arrow, but still able to find his turn afterwards. Monarch mashes out for game 1.
Mesh.
It's been an interesting series of events, and I hope we didn't sign ourselves up for a flag here, because look, we're 1 game up, and Monarch at the draft picking was like, I feel comfortable against these players that are in my group. I think I should be okay. And still caught on the back foot after a couple sets thus far. At least wanting to come out with 1 victory on our side.
Believe in victory.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, the set scores are still looking definitely in Koji Koko and Usagi's favor in this group. But hey, who's to say what happens in that final match? So still just trying to get as many games as possible. All right, going up for the throw.
Good spot, able to get the throw.
There we go, still got the butterfly for some extra plus frames. As soon as we saw that distance, we're looking for the 5U.
Maybe I'll change those at some point.
Worse. Still trying to whittle away. Deva making a desperate swipe at the low.
Butterfly set. Yeah, rough spot. You have full resources, but the
I just
most
realized,
important resource, that HP, just ticking down.
Because I have an L emote, so
any 5L, any way to stop the roll through.
The fucking emote code for it is really silly looking. It's funny.
Oh! Caught you with the tackle. But even with that round start, a slight victory, that knockdown does not give you the momentum you need to get in on Monarch.
Good hop. Actually, beautiful setup here. Opting for alt fade away with another butterfly. And respecting that 50% range, because Instinction has enough room. That's been fascinating out of this group, actually. Monarch slowly has pushed themselves outside of an optimal range of where Matera wants to be to catch those early frames of reversal options from the characters they've been up against.
Exactly, yeah. Unless you're spending some of these, EXs or ultimate versions of the skills, like
ready or
the
not.
5H, right?
Here
that
I
standard
come.
arrow has the travel
You can't
time.
hide.
With the ult skill slowdown, might get caught out or counter hit with the ultimate Instinction. All right,
Yeah, it's just funny because it's 3
sweep.
L's in a row.
Still got 1 more butterfly to trigger off of the Great Ball. Spaced out at minus frames on the DP2. Monarch's having fun.
Oh my god.
I wonder. I
Spot,
think
perfect
the
position for a
shortest
snipe.
emote prefix you can have is
2-0 lead for Monarch right now.
3. I don't think you can have 2.
Shot
Can
out of
you?
the sky
Actually,
with a
don't
great
know.
fall. Deva Game just sitting back up in the chair and wondering what am
Might
I
have to look into
supposed
that
to
next
do?
time.
Is able to find some of these situations where we're at perfect spacing for the tip range of tackle, even finding some of these gaps in the zoning patterns to set up maybe a 5U. But by that point, we're already down 50% HP. We're already just a few steps away from either this left or this right side corner. So finding these situations is just coming up a little bit too late to do anything about it.
Huh? Wait,
hold on.
It's A versus B and C versus D. So second
the armor's
place
still not
in this
enough.
pool will
Soulforge
fight the
can't
second
save
place
you
of
from the
pool
multi-hit to
D.
the arrows.
That's so.
got the butterfly lockdown pressure.
So many things to say, bro.
Still trying to
So
open
many
up on
things
these
to say.
hops. There's no command grab, so throw for. Oh,
Losing my mind over here.
Oh my god, behind the back! Ended up putting himself out of the corner on that forward movement from the ultimate reversal. Now back out to the mid screen. We mash out on the ultimate butterfly set.
So that's not going to hurt me until you shoot it.
Yeah, Ben's having a real rough time.
Walk it out. All right, the last little bit of your Soul Forge caught out by the mash out. Low arrow.
Well,
Doesn't pick up into the butterfly, but still a perfect position for Monarch here. Chip damage about to be on the way. Deva Game finds the
that's a
perfectly
huge
spaced
counter.
tackle.
whoa, what a call
Oh my
out.
god. What the
That was
jump
crazy.
frames?
Okay. Able to send out a little 5H action. Deva Game
What's
snipes
with the
you out of the
marker
sky
on
to
some
put a
emotes?
round
What do you
up.
mean? Marker?
Still jam on the approach here. Immediate BC to push back from the mid screen. And we're
Like
earning
what?
ourselves this corner. There's no 50% meter on the side of Deba, so we could have sat comfortable at that full screen a little bit to zone a tad more. Closing the gap, though, we do get challenged. Deba's been very anxious to press a button as we get closer.
Yeah, even below that 50-meter threshold, right? Where, oh, okay, I'm mashing because you're afraid of the ultimate reversal. He said, no, I still have brave points, right? So maybe you're looking for that too, and does find the escape.
A white triangle on the
Just
bottom
actually
right when selected.
Speaking of, 2 brave points down on the
Oh,
side of
it might be
Monarch.
the
This is
modifications.
certainly doable for Deba if we get a strike.
Yeah. I mean, good recognition on the, max range 6XL, just getting as much corner care as we can off
White
that EX
triangle.
arrow.
Are you on base touch or are you using an app or?
Ult DP.
I don't think I can
On-hand
see what you're
knee.
talking about.
First set that we've seen alt DP is coming from Monarch, actually. So
Yeah, exactly. A little jump scare action. Okay. Spot dodge on the
On
ultimate
mobile?
distinction. We're
Okay.
below that 50-meter threshold.
Let me see if I can see it. You mean like in the menu
Blockable
or?
situation potentially. EX tackle to put you right in range, but jumps with the air arrow to avoid that command grab.
the far medium trying to connect, and nice. Actually going to call out the whiff punish with the heavy thanks to the air arrow.
It's set point for Monarch off of the jump back here. Dub again, can we put a game on the board?
Oh yeah, I can actually see what you're
Wait,
talking
once
about.
more.
Now.
Beautiful trade.
Yeah,
It's either a
that's certainly
bug
helpful
or
for
it.
Deba. Oh,
I know like
wait!
you can do like emote
Massive
modifications.
counter hit on the heavy. That was 50%.
Yeah. That's what it is. So if you hold on the emote,
All right, plus frames off the EX arrow, swiping at the skies in case we jump
if you
forward,
hold
but no
down
short hop
on
to
the
be
emote,
seen, so
you
we
can
tackle,
modify the
we
emote.
scoop. And Deba Game now one like confirm away from putting a game on the board. Can we do it
Yeah,
though as
like
Monarch?
you can flip
Still has
them
so
and
many resources.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Survived that extinction.
Yeah.
Deep
wondered
run,
that-
but Deba's still mashing too low.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I got the lead though.
Exactly.
I was like, what are you
That's
talking
all
about?
that
But
we
yeah.
needed was at least a little bit of life lead to try
That's
to
actually
match
been
up that
around
2L
for
feel
a
brave
while,
enough.
but
What do you have to lose at this point?
Yeah,
doesn't-
I'm
I feel like it
wondering
doesn't get
if
used
in
that often,
situation
you know?
up against the corner, we had a 100-meter, which did give us the SSBA opportunity, but you spent 2 ult skills worth of resources to not get that much damage off of a non-cinematic hit, right? And then off of that last hit situation,
could maybe-
you
like,
had
if
no
you're not on
meter, no
mobile, maybe
threat
you could
of
do
your,
it manually.
Incredible ult skills on Mitera
By doing
to actually
the-
try and mount that
like the
comeback. So
suffix
maybe
that
Monarch
gets
shaking his
added?
head, realizing that as we head into game number 4.
Yo, there's no stopping Deba from pressing.
Yeah.
Shoulder tackle, maximum combo limit though.
Mm-hmm. All right, meter refund off the ultimate butterfly. Still back up against the wall here. This is a pretty good start for Deba Game. Ooh. Call with a great fall.
Projectile being continues here. Look, the IBs coming from Deba. Massive resource build.
Again, just throwing out the 5L to try and be.
My man is trying, bro.
Tackles.
He's like, let me in. Let me in.
Solid roll from Deba game.
And he's like, no, I would rather not.
Down actually until you make a shot, because then we get the IB.
Yeah. Gradually chipping away though. Chip damage on the horizon.
Certainly threatened for it. I mean, 30 seconds left on the clock. We're on the cusp of chip victory here. We need a couple more hits. And, hey, we'll just take the straight strike.
Yeah, we had a lot of meter to maybe threaten ultimate fireball.
I can change what modifiers there are.
Thinking, okay, you will respect this threat and put some more gaps into your zoning pressure. But Monarch said, oh, I have the health to, you know, survive a mash out with the ultimate.
Yeah, I got to commission some emotes at some point. We have so many more slots now. Got to get some stuff. I want to get a bunch of stuff redrawn.
Oh. Not much we can get on either side from that, so fair enough to try to challenge there. Monarch in prime position right now. Gotta watch out for that extinction that is certainly imminent.
Yep. Low arrows just waiting for that butterfly to travel over and keep the game locked down. The chip damage, again, just keeps adding up. Oh, no.
Well, oh. Run for your life, brother.
Didn't get too much off of it, but still was able to find the 5H off the air unblockable.
I was ready for everything else except for the throw.
Well,
you are there dead. We go. The full crumple state off of the ultimate butterfly. All the combo limit we need to work with, and the Raging Strike secures the 3-1.
You are dead, my friend.
Here it is. Monarch coming out on top with at least one victory under his belt in this group stage. Great way to close it out at the very least. But a tough matchup nonetheless. I mean, Deba showing no fear throughout the set, able to jab out so consistently against Monarch.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we saw those 2Ls against Usagi as well, right? And realizing, oh, okay, I need to try and mash out on some of these, like, just barely above the ground air dashes. And had the same idea when we were looking for a lot of these Zephyrs, right? These short hops coming out from Monarch's Matera. But still wasn't enough to try and bring it back when he realized, oh, I don't have to risk running into Vasaraga's face and looking for strike throw off these Thor baits and being in the space where if Deba game is right, he can get his knockdown and go into Soulforge. I am so fine with just going for zoning, letting him build up that meter, and playing around his ultimate instinction.
Yeah, I think that was so big of, honestly, Monarch being able to shut down a lot of that Soulforge setup. There was very little opportunity for Deba game to really freely set that up. And once we did, it was kind of a Monarch's own creation, right? In terms of pushing ourselves out of that corner to give that opportunity for Deba to try to push back out with either the Battalion of Fear, especially Alt Instinction. There were a couple options there that I think that's the one thing we'll look back on these sets from Monarch, in that we've kind of put ourselves into that scenario that gave room to our opponents to try to challenge out with various options. Granted, going up against Koji Coco on the side of Beatrix, her DP and even Rifree is kind of built to close that gap regardless. So if you give that moment of pause, she's still going to close the gap. It's very difficult to try to stop her. And in terms of Grimnir on the side of Usagi, like we're talking about the Gale dashing out of the corner, which was very tricky to stop. There wasn't too many air-to-air options. We could have tried to dominate in the skies to keep Usagi at bay. But it all comes down to this, Koji and Usagi. And this is a matchup that I've been really excited to see. Koji, of course, that world travel competitor, and there's not one person from Europe that hasn't said that Usagi is the one to beat. Like, you're lucky Usagi is not here at this event. If she was not at one of those tournaments, you were just fortunate to miss her.
Exactly. And both of these gamers' records in the groups, like you're mentioning, like these are the respective demons of Group C. I want to say Koji Coco with 2
I feel like this might be the first time
Usagi
these two have played.
3-1 and a 3-2. So to get into that first place, I believe has to win 3-1 over Koji Coco, which I think you know would put her above in that record. But 3-2, I think, ends up putting them in a tiebreaker situation. So you have to win pretty decisively here to secure that winner's side top 8 spot.
Right, here we go. We're locking in Belial. It's the round start against Usagi.
Not quite, J2.
Which I think is a great call. You have a couple options in terms of projectiles that can snipe out the approach, but I think it's going to be more about the standard DP fare that we get from Belial. A lot of great options in terms of pressure that we saw. earlier on in the block, especially against Deba Game. So I don't know, Grimnir's still a character to be feared, but there's so few and far between.
Yeah, of course, Koji Coco having that practice up against Zane, right? You know, on the same team, so shout out to Paragon, but, you know, Usagi coming in from the EU. I wonder if the differences in playstyles are going to be enough to try and trip up our EVO champ as we head into game 1.
All right, so late tech there, a little bit of damage.
Called out.
Right. Finds the wall bounce. And seals are set as well. The scoop in the corner.
Massive lead. This is where it becomes a problem. Trying to fight our way out. Not seeing a reversal yet from Koji. Dallas is
fades away.
Such a scary option to use, right? Trying to go for a reversal.
This is trouble.
Not be so ideal, but swapping the corner with the back
I like
throw,
that delay.
Looking for the stagger off 5L, counter hit heavy.
What a response against the J214U. Finds the parry.
I thought we were going to see earth-shattering kaboom, bro.
Round 1, Usagi.
Backing off.
That was a punish, bro.
Range of the dash L, so not able to convert with the 2 out of it. Oh, big combo route here.
Just standing on the seal. Ooh, okay, actually gets caught out by the early active frames of the Goisha. I was thinking the Deathrite Tempest would just go straight on through. I'm sure Usagi thinking the same, but we do bait out the ultimate DP.
Uh-oh.
Should be able to build just enough meter for Super. He won't spend it yet. Actually not even going to save it for Super. Uses the ult to get the setup.
Good old far end.
Medium still able to open things up.
Raging Strike, Raging Chain still available.
That was cheap, but he didn't confirm it.
At the end of the combo limit there, and does get punched out with a close M anti-air. Koji Coco ties up the rounds.
Battle 3. Engage.
At least the Goetia here to try to slow things down, close the
Some
gap.
MDP usage, huh?
Still finds a way to get within the seal range.
Oh, this is really bad for her. Can't brave counter this
Our
either.
turn, no PC. I'll dash right on in.
No need to worry about the seals when you're the one running the strike throw. Not going to give you a chance to try and 5U and flip back out of the corner. Tries to go for a roll through, maybe calling out an early Goisha, but instead Koji Coco still able to find the counter hit after.
That always feels so good. When someone tries to roll to call out Fireball,
so we wait for the
may just die for it.
Koji Coco takes game number 1.
Nice start for both these players here. The back and forth. You can see how quickly things can snowball for both these characters, especially on the side of Grimnir when you get those seals set up for corner. Seal is the start, so we already have like an aerial route or an escape option, but Koji not going to let Usagi utilize it in a whip punish with dash L.
Okay, knocking on the doors.
Okay, they're just mashing on each other. About what I would expect from this set, to be honest.
Yeah, put a button into, I think that was 2U startup that got devoured.
Trying to be tricky with the J214Us, but nothing to be found from Koji Coco, but finds the air dash here up against the corner, and even with the airborne hit, able to set the seals, but it doesn't matter as Koji Coco finds his mash out and the ultimate Goisha for some corner carry.
Depends on the starter.
Push away, get a little bit of distance. Usagi is actually within a kill range.
Oh
here
my god, we
mashed.
mashed.
Lack of BC in the far M, able to maximize this combo route.
Oh my
She's
god,
wiggling.
tricky situation. That was 2 combos back to back, but does get caught out trying to, you know, wiggle back out of that 6XL. And another round on the side of Koji Coco.
Dash light, no whip punish there. I think that's the one missing piece from Usagi is that we're letting Koji Coco get away with some of these maximum range normals. To win.
But I know.
Oh, good spot. Still having to hold that far heavy coming from Usagi.
Yeah, just put up the spinning blade between you and me, but still able to escape with a double dash. Usagi, no BP to her name, though, so any light confirm into Raging Strike should be able to be a clean kill.
Yeah, I was so greedy.
Bar M finished the job with, without those break points, like you said, there's no hope for survival from Usagi. 2-0 lead for Koji Coco. Don't you forget it. Koji Coco, also an EVO champion.
Exactly. And I think with 2 games on the board, if my math is correct, we've at least secured, like, at best, if Usagi is able to find a reverse sweep here, you know, being tied up in the set scores. So at least, you know, I'm not sure how
they
that
wouldn't be
breaks
tied
down
up in the
fighting
set
off that
scores.
first place,
JT, please, bro.
Usagi still has to get there, right? Still has to win 3 in a row before Koji Coco can punch his
JT,
ticket
please,
into
man.
that winner's side top 8 with any single game won.
He's overthinking it. At this point, it's just winner goes to winners, and losers. Loser has to play in the extra stage. No, I'm sure he legit doesn't know.
Game in Group C or the first start of the reverse sweep tries to go for the triangle trajectory on the Goisha.
Which is honestly
only gets really a 5L
more
off
on
of it
arc
for
than
Usagi.
anything. But
Back for corner.
wow, he just ate that.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't suspect a jump medium like that either.
Yeah. All right, clink in front from Usagi. Do we set the ultimate seals? Indeed we do.
See, if I were Koji, I don't like putting her back onto seals, man.
Proteus corner. Oh,
I'm not a fan because now you can break down
the
she's
Goisha.
out.
That's a cute little setup.
Like I feel like pushing her
It
back
went
to
off the
mid
screen
screen is
like that
better.
doesn't exist anymore. And they came back.
Yeah.
In
No,
that
no.
situation.
The object
wow,
permanence. It's like, okay, are we listening to music or are we listening to the game audio? Because you hear that little whoosh of the recall.
Yeah. Okay, BC away. More break point for Koji.
Yeah, that extra damage puts you in light confirm Raging Strike lethal range. But speaking of the shoulder check, the BC back out. Both of these gamers in lethal and spends both of them for that brave counter.
She actually did that.
Holding that block button.
Oh, that's a punish.
Or
Yeah.
touch. You thought
Yeah,
you
walk
2U
baited.
on me? A simple foot to the face. What a round.
Honestly, Koji's just waiting her out this
walk
set.
back or walk forward from Koji Coco only for that 2U to
She's
put
the one
Koji
choosing
Coco
all the
on set
options,
point.
and Koji's just punishing where she gives it to him, for the most part.
Plus frames. Not going to spend the guaranteed brave counter there just because we've already spent one. We don't want to put ourselves in that extra damage situation so early.
Got her.
Ooh,
Oh,
catches the jump. Awkward to confirm off of the airborne hit, but still we find the recall from Koji Coco, and now still finding a way to put Usagi on 1 brave point at 50%.
go ahead and snooze that. Well,
No shot. The meaty Raging Strike.
The young king asserting dominance, checking the reaction on the Raging
shit-eating
Strike,
grin
and no
on
more
Koji's
BP
face
to your
after
name to look for that brave counter. It's a clean kill and a clean 3-0 for Koji Coco,
All right.
punching his ticket to winner's side top 8 this Sunday.
World-renowned champion. Of course, we saw that performance at Psy Games Cup, one of the only American performers to make that top 8. Still rising through the ranks at this Arc World Tour Finals. And that actually rounds up that Group C, in fact. Like, that's all matches said and done for Group C.
Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the action. Of course, we're going to see those final results just to double check, but you know, even with the end of Group C, there is still that Group D action coming up in just a little bit with Shio, Kasa Usagi, Fitizen, Zerom coming up in just a little bit to round out the results of our final group stage. So I'm excited, and of course, you and I are still going to be on for that as well. So more Grand Blue action in just a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, looking at this run of show here, it's Group A and B. A was the big surprise for me to see how those scores played out, how quickly that went through. You put in an individual that just is having a blast in the name of skill, and you can expect that Saurus to really start cooking it, even against characters that are not likely to take dubs against. But Group B was also a scary series, right? To see Gamera trying to pull up that Ilsa was actually really fun to check out. But this group, this is the one I have my eye on for the weekend, because this is where our killers are. Monarch,
I mean,
certainly
no,
a lot of high
Koji
hopes
probably
for Monarch in
plays
performing well at Arc World Tour.
winner of this.
Especially how dominant they were in so many tournaments throughout the year. But look, you're going up against Koji Coco, Usagi, and Dubba, and you're talking 2 EVO champs in this group alone. That is a tall order.
Exactly. It would be, it would be pretty accurate to call this one a death group with 2 Evo champions and Monarch being so close, just a single game away from potentially getting that, second place chance into the extra stage and, fighting it out for that loser side of top 8. But Monarch and Devagame still have the opportunity to try and punch their ticket into that top 8 on Sunday through the last chance qualifier. But Zero, just looking through that attendees list, it is not going to be an easy path.
Oh, it certainly isn't, right? Like, that attendees list has got some folks that have qualified previously for Arc World
yeah, it's
Tour
A
trying to
versus
make
B,
one last
so
run, and we'll keep the surprises for tomorrow.
We don't know who Koji's
those
fighting,
stories
but it's
are going to be
Zandordi
exciting
versus Gamera and winners.
I mean, looking ahead here in tonight's round robin series in Group D, which we'll get an intro for that a little bit later. We're talking Shio, Kazu Usagi, like you said, and Fitison and Zerom. And it's going to be fascinating to see how those players are going to start playing things out, because Fitison certainly probably feeling good about some of these Siegfried changes coming into this iteration of the game. But Zerom is certainly going to be a sight to behold in that matchup. I want to see how Shio and Kazu Usagi really kind of carry throughout that Group D. But that'll do for now. We're going to take a little bit of a break. At 2 a.m. Eastern is when Group D will kick off. So stretch your legs, get a little bit of a snack.
So they hard break until the start time?
Action right after this.
Ugh. It's a little ugly. But hey, what can you do? We're vibing for 20 minutes, 22 minutes. Obviously, anyone that's still awake, thank you guys for tuning in. Raph with the raid, thank you, bro. I assume you're taking your ass to bed. Appreciate you, bro. Okay, yeah, we got 22 minutes to burn. Let's just run some Kaizo. Oh, salary man hours, time to crash. I feel that. Thank you for the raid. We'll just do some Pokemon while we're waiting, since they're not starting until for 20 minutes. Throw on some music. If you can't hear the music on YouTube, sorry. I hate getting my stream taken down live for DMCA stuff, so you have to hop over to the Twitch if you want to hear the music during this, but all right, so we're going to oh shit, you know what? I also wanted to you know what? Okay. Instead of that, I want to cut the VODs for tonight. I want to cut the VODs for tonight. So let's put on words instead. We'll just do that. No, I see. My capture got all messed up. Okay, let's see. Copy link. Okay. I was going to, and then I remembered. I was like, damn, I actually do want to cut these Tekken VODs. Okay, I'll let y'all play words while I cut these VODs. Work never ends, bro. It would be cool if there was some way to make it so both chats could play this at once. But to my knowledge, that is not a thing. Go ahead and move to this. I feel like I can get most of this done during this break. That means I can export while we're watching the last pulls, and then by the time pulls are over, at least ground blue pulls, I should be able to upload. Just squeeze you. What's been on my mind? I wanna make a bright na. Wish we never broke up, right na. This is probably okay. Wish we never broke up, right na. We need to link up, right na. I wanna make up, right na. Well, this playlist has stuff from all over the place. I listen to like damn near every type of music, so it's good. How are we holding up? I'm fine. I'm just cutting. I was gonna do some Pokemon Kaizo during the downtime, but I was like, let me actually cut the VODs from the Tekken tournament while people were playing the word game. So that's what I'm doing right now. Oh, what's up, fun? Girl, I miss you much. I wanna make up right na. I wanna make up right na. It's 6 hours deep and it's killing him. It definitely takes some building of the endurance. Yeah. Am I streaming AWT? Yeah, I'm doing that right now. We're just breaking until the next pulls start. The next pulls don't start for like 15 minutes, so we're just doing this during the downtime. Yeah, it's still going on. The last pulls for Grand Blue are gonna be on after the break. And then there'll be another break and then gear, which I do, or I'm not sure if I'm staying on for or not. Zane did already play, yes. He was in the first pool of the day. Yeah, I've been streaming long hours for a really long time, so like I'm just really used to this shit. Like back whenever I first started taking streaming seriously, the stream that really like kind of quote unquote put me on was the DBFZ World Finals in 2019. And that weekend, I remember I streamed 3 days and it was like 19 hours, 20 hours, 19 hours or something like that. It was like a crazy ass long weekend. I should probably leave on this volume for the YouTube peeps. Music should be loud enough that it doesn't bother you guys too much. Whoa. What kind of... Round around, your love is shaking me up, and it's making my heart break. Oh, you make my earthquake. Round around, your love is shaking me up, and it's making my heart break. Don't leave, it's my fault. God, getting cooked by level 3? Oh, nah. Might have to put you on the gulag, bro. Might have to put you on the gulag. Earthquake. Alright, ladder's done. Just gotta do 10 sets for top 8. A dunce cap badge. There'd be no way to give it to people even if we had that. Don't leave. It's my fault. Don't leave. Don't leave. It's my fault. Forgiven, huh? I don't know who you're forgiving, but hello. Oh, are you trying to type the... Wait, are you trying to play the game? If you're trying to play the word game, unfortunately, it only works with Twitch chat, so you'll have to jump over. If that's what you're trying to do. Otherwise, I have no idea. Don't leave my fault. Don't leave. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way to make the word game work on both chats at once. At least not to my knowledge. If I find a way, though, that would be nice. How are you doing tonight, Forgiven? Top 8 losers, top 8 losers, winner semis. 5 minutes. Okay, anyway. You can take a hike. Such a weird bug. He thought Steam was down in his region at first, but Mm. 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 All right, I'm gonna run the ad now because that should line up really nicely with us getting back in here. All right, last one for now.
No two competitors are the same. Some run on routine for the chance to win big.
Yep. 30 seconds.
Some make time to rise through the brackets. Some lock in with confidence. However you prepare, there's a place for every kind of competitor. PlayStation tournaments. Sign up today on PS5.
I don't know about that, bro. These PlayStation tournaments get kind of ugly.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We have some more Grand Blue group stage action here at ARC World Tour Finals 2025 and 2026. It's Group D. It's Shio, it's Kasa Usagi, Fitison, and Zerom fighting it out for that last slot in the winner's side top 8. And who better to bring you through that group stage action than myself, Jatsu, and Zero. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling great. This group is funny to me because Fitison and Zerom essentially got thrown into this group without a choice. But let's look at Group C real quick here. A stellar performance coming from Koji Coco, of course, the World Travel Warrior, but this was the killer group. The EVO champions collide here outside of Gamera, right? So this is certainly a tale to look over and definitely look back at.
Oh, this VOD is going to be ultra long. Holy shit.
Strong set from Koji to really kind of dismantle some of that offense that gave trouble to the likes of Monarch and Deva came out here. But look at that, 82% win rate even for Koji. Goodness gracious. So, Group D, as we talked about, to get
3 hours before Grand Final starts.
On the draft pick for Group Stage.
I know there's a reset.
Did not get to choose their position. Was locked in a D, just tossed into it. So, this is kind of just everything is going to unfold the way it is for Zerom here. And Fitison feeling really
3 hours and 40 minutes.
As well, was claiming that they got to avoid the players that didn't want to fight right off the rip, which I don't know who they are. I'm willing to bet Usagi's probably one. I'm going to have to assume that, but yeah. And then we're looking at Kasu Usagi up against Shio to start things off. Shio has been very persistent at competing in Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising throughout this ARC World Tour series. with many performances across like B Pro Cup, Tiger Uppercut, and Lagless Cup, taking first at those 3. And the one performance that was kind of interesting was the Psy Games Cup, where Kazuo Asagi ended up taking a top 8 position there.
2,
yeah, exactly. And Shio actually having a relatively, lower position, but still with first at, like you said, Lagless, Tiger Uppercut, B Pro Cup, a 49th place is like, you know what, I've already secured my qualification. Let me give a little bit more room to some other folks to try and qualify. And Kazuo Asagi, like you mentioned, taking that spot with the Fairy. Of course, Citizen tearing it up at that first place at Mix Up. So many of these top 3, top 4 placings at, UFA, Hessen Crash, Brussels Challenge, and so many other stellar results in EU. And
no one can read what can't be understood by the writer. I don't know if that's true.
Absolutely. Shio out here with Arc World Tour points at 522. I'm going to put some respect on this next individual's name because I left one out on purpose. One tournament performance in particular before we get to that. Shio. Super Tournament 2025 third place is the tour record here to try to get into this qualifying position with the Luane, who has been on a tear across the globe. Started out as a problem in Europe and now has crossed many countries to get to this point. In fact, forcing some players to really change over, namely Totoro, opting to just go all in on Luane and giving plenty of folks a second look at maybe opting for this character. But those changes that we've seen, right, with Ultimate Wheel, certainly
I should be able
a moment
to
of pause instead of going all in, maybe going back.
I don't think streaming to 3 sources should stop me from being able to export this VOD.
To think about in this matchup. Still a very potent character. We've seen it earlier in the bracket. Saki, unfortunately, not able to really kind of
crazy fucking statement. I can't even believe I'm saying that to myself in current day. That shit is crazy.
To that character because we have other comfort characters in the past that we've played with. Now,
I should get rid of this.
Our next competitor. The one tournament I left off was Evo Japan 2025 champion Kasa Usagi. You thought that the Evo champs were said and done with Group C? Let's not forget Kasa Usagi's performance here at Evo Japan, taking first place with this Fairy and getting that immediate qualification to Arc World Tour. The first
media pending
to get that blessing.
Yeah, exactly. We already have one rabbit qualified,
the real test.
or rather, making it into the extra stage in Usagi and the Grimnir. So let's see if Kazu Usagi is going to be able to continue on or even make it into the winner's side top 8 and bring another rabbit into that Sunday stage. Of course, rocking the Fairy for quite some time now, so it's going to be a little bit more zoning action, who I imagine, especially going up against Luane, at least has these like
you guys might get a frame drop or 2 here, but it shouldn't last very long.
Out the full screen with the Luane back run and just going for summons, going for eats, and making sure that you can't get away with just taking that space for free.
Yeah, the storyline has been fascinating for Kazu Usagi, who has basically just been very consistent at placing with these top 8 finishes. Starting even back from Evo Japan 2024. But what's really fascinating is just the lack of appearances for other, at least Start.gg confirmed tournaments, right? Because obviously we've been practicing in the background here to still remain this consistent, even at some of these high-performing tournaments like Psy Games Cup,
back
right?
to 60 frames.
Kazu Usagi looking to hit the ground running.
My vibe, my fucking tournament VOD rendering.
So and he's like showing off the Lagless as well. I'm trying to see what that is in particular. I see the 30 mg. You guys are gonna have to give us a little bit of info.
Lagless is like it's like an energy supplement or some shit, isn't it?
Oh, is that like Lagless deodorant or is that like Lagless? Because what were they doing?
Are they like mints? Is it like a snack?
Yeah.
I'm so curious.
Yeah. They were giving something.
Oh, they're bath bombs.
Bath bombs, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know, but either way, Luane starting things off against Fairy. Now, like you were mentioning, the long-range normals able to interrupt a lot against the Sammy and Tomi pressure. Also, that invulnerability not being there, right? In terms of the ultimate Sammy and Tomi, it's still able to get struck down as opposed to just having that free reversal off of ultimate nowadays. So you have to be a little more cautious. Still a very potent tool, but you can't just toss it out for free.
Yeah, Ultimate Flame Wheel just used to be one of these moves that when you're Luane and you have 50 meter, it's like 90% of the time an excellent trade for you, especially against Fairy, right, who has that long range, but of course is also risking extending for hurt boxes. So Shio maybe just trying to, play a little bit of a tricky spacing game, set the laser, stay right out of range of far M, and gradually walk Usagi down to the corner.
Look at this full screen. Sammy and Tomi deny, but missile barrage not able to work out.
You're definitely not going to be able to do that every time.
There it is.
So see, before
immediately covering with another
Kazu Usagi wins that group.
Grab.
This group?
Exactly. Able to find the full confirm.
I don't know,
Kasuusagi
actually.
Off of that high in the air anti-air Beppo. And now we're just looking for a little bit of chip off that 5U as well.
I'm not sure.
Yo, nice throw.
He's probably the maybe the favorite. I don't know. I feel like Shio might be the favorite.
Yeah, right. Maybe a tricky counterplay against the wake.
Like I want to see him fight Fitison because I'm very curious as to how he's gonna deal with Fitison style.
20% HP situation.
Is what I'm most interested to see in this pool.
There's a 5L. Very scary. That
too far for the Kosem. Exactly. Spooky stuff. Shio's still in a rough spot for HP, so might as well spend the BP to try and get that advantage. Walk back to try and bait out a throw.
Oh, he tried it. That was actually not even a bad idea either.
I think we were looking for the airborne state of the ultimate awesome sauce to clear that GG, but it was active before we could get that pull.
JF, second place in his pool. Like I said, bro. I was like, that pool is mad good for him.
Bros off the airborne hit. We get a clean confirm in the corner here for Shio. Still no 50 meter for the ultimate DP on Kasuusagi.
He almost won his pool, honestly. It was game 5 with Gamera.
Ooh. All right, just goes right over the 2M. And that's brave counter out for Kasuusagi.
Oh, shut down both Sam.
No way.
Wait. Oh my god, you
That's
get a
so
nice little
unfortunate.
confirm off of that too. The airborne hit on the ultimate awesome sauce to try and anti-air, but the falling button from Fairy able to get a solid knockdown.
Yeah, Kasuusagi just hanging around until you make a mistake. Push back to the corner here. Shut down Catbot. Brilliant spacing
he lost
for
his 50.
Kasa.
Pretty hard to
Not
win.
even get the kill quite yet, but we are on the cusp of victory.
There we go, keeping Lowain at bay, stopping the flame wheel even when we do try to spend the 50 meter for it. These far M's and these
after the
DG
wheel
sets
change, she probably wins. She probably wins this matchup now. Before it was rough because if you ever traded with Lowain, you just died. If you traded with U wheel, but now you can't really do that anymore.
All right, be careful. GG right behind you, so tries to run up, but does get caught up by the whip.
Yeah, we see Shio really trying to figure out the spacing here. Does get the dash M. We saw dash H earlier. That was the round kill that Kasuusagi had interrupted, but it seems really tricky to try to get that ball rolling. Sammy and Toby not finding a mark and having to back it up with the Catbot. It's a lot of resource-intensive spacing that we're getting shut down Catbot.
Wow.
Dissuaded by the ultimate.
I was like right on the edge of that.
Just trying to play at that far M spacing. See if we can.
Shio's got to make a read on backdash at some point.
Just back into right back.
Backdash macro, bro. My man is mashing that shit.
Fade away. Disconnect GG to make the approach. Yeah. We're waiting for those resources to come
but
back.
There we go, Tommy.
Complete dominance for Kasuusagi there, even with the alt wheel coming through. Just making solid calls and just overwhelming the Shio with these options, especially with far medium here, going for the 5S. And just really active on shutting down Sammy and Toby. There's no linear pressure at all coming from Shio at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Setting up GG every opportunity we get, just swapping up the whip timing, the spot dodges to try and bait out a spot dodge from Shio as well. Just keeping you at bay with the far L. Right, fade away. Again. Far medium, far heavy, just keep it simple.
Ooh, actually, splash disconnect.
Shio needs to realize that he's not gonna win this set by like playing safe. He's gonna have to take some risks and cause some chaos. Make Kasuusagi uncomfortable.
Sure don't lose that corner.
That's how you win.
Got the Elote on deck, trying to set out EXGG, but we jump back. I mean, Shio has the whole screen to back up, so might as well not take free pressure where we can.
I'm not even agreeing with the backing away, though. That's been the problem.
Yeah.
The full screen space that you're not able to set up.
Exactly. Kasuusagi, I think, has just been doing such a good job of making sure that we're putting enough gaps in the zoning patterns that, we have the opportunity to challenge Sammy and Tommy's setup. Occasionally, we've been caught by a cap-out laser, but very rarely.
And it might be a situation, because of the lack of 5S coming from Kasuusagi, just relying on medium and heavy, we're looking for a
he's
5S.
backdashed every time in that situation.
Shio just not finding it, able to get a
Shio has not responded well.
Slow down the recovery of Kasuusagi so we can close the gap. I think
he needs to do 6-6H and then just 6-6L him afterwards, because he's backdashing after every single one.
At least apply that standard pressure or threaten a roll forward to be within range of a reversal awesome sauce in those scenarios. So a few options on the table as we go back to the character select screen, and we're just not seeing that navigation trying to close the gap come from Shio quite yet.
Yeah, I mean, Kase Usagi has just been doing an excellent job of keeping Shio at bay. So waiting it out on the character select screen, and we're still going to be sticking with the Lil, but thinking, okay, how am I going to swap up this game plan? Like you said, backing up and looking for these summons has a very low success rate. So I wonder if we're just going to, you know, do a 180, put pedal to the metal, and just try and look for a really aggressive approach here in the potential final game.
All right, here we go. Already backing off, and yeah, these homies are not helping you out whatsoever.
That far H.
Interesting hurt box right there with the heavy.
Yeah, right? Catches out the retraction there with the far heavy. I like the use of the EX Awesome Sauce just to buy ourselves a little bit of space. But still,
he should be, like, that's what I mean. He has to play more chaotic. He has to let that shit rip way more. It's good in this matchup too, because Fairy's buttons are slower. It's harder for her to punish it.
Nice light poke. Don't follow through, but we don't have
backdash macro, bro. There you go.
At what cost at that point?
Trying to be tricky.
Yep. He's like, wait a minute, that's actually pretty good. He's like figuring it out, but it might be too late.
Yeah.
I would like to see him, like, if he's gonna U-wheel, he should just literally H Awesome Sauce after, bro.
So waiting for another.
Force him to DPU.
To come back on board. Ooh, a little bit too shallow. The walk back from Kase Usagi makes that throw whip from Shio. Off the Raging Strike, and EX Special is all we need to kill with EX Beppo. It's set point.
Big jump.
Just
jump. Shy of the up dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
And light, we're still going to get
party
the
time.
Here's
get to test the defense.
Sammy told me.
Striker throw, asshole.
Perfect navigation off of the round start here. This is Shio's round. Yeah, you spend the Brave counter, but
should have Brave counted that, honestly.
Especially off the GG set to side swap here. Really just trying to fight to get that momentum right back.
The backdash to bait out the poke. Still another medium attempt, not going to work. And pushing right back into GG, not able to get there, but you notice the step back for Kase Usagi to shorten the screen and try to push Shio into it.
Yep. Okay,
oh, that was a big opening.
Such a good answer to
nice. Okay.
Tommy, what far
he said enough of that.
Able to reach on the back step, or maybe an attempt to swing from Kase Usagi. Either way, round up for Shio.
All right, to start.
Shio's got to find his whimsy, bro.
We're not quite finding that navigation in the mid screen to try to roll through some of these extended normals. The traditional set play from Lil has not been working out at all in this match.
No.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay, catches up the special cancel with the EX parry, but awkward knockdown, right? So
where's the Brave counter? Oh, okay. That actually worked out.
Nice 2-1
I can't believe he did 5U.
But extend with cap bot.
All right. He has 2 DPs in the back pocket. How scared is he?
Let's get set up. No reversal from Kase Usagi, though.
That's why.
Okay, run it up. 2M.
Starting to punish that.
EX hula.
Yes, sir. You scared?
Light awesome. Parry. Doesn't save
wow, he got no escaped.
Right. GG set up the back throw, but has to go for the close cell. Keep it medium, keep it real. Gets caught up here with the EX Beppo bounce. And we got Super to strip away the Brave point, too.
Honestly, you should just Iggy at the first opportunity.
As much damage as you can. The combo limit achieved. And what do you do at this point?
Iggy!
You have SSBA.
Iggy!
Iggy.
Oh my... Yeah. Why, Shio? Oh my god!
Oh!
Okay, the funny thing about that is that if Kase Usagi just doesn't press a button following, that doesn't happen.
That happened, right? It was up against the limit, you know, theoretically.
Shio just loses if he doesn't press a button following, but he couldn't help himself.
Ultimate awesome sauce, but ended up getting hit by, you know,
okay, that's the funny shit. That's the funny shit. He definitely should have just Iggy'd though, bro. Why would you leave it up to chance?
And now we finally have a little bit of steam in our Lil sales.
Kase Usagi doesn't seem like a player that would be too good against Iggy either, or HPA for that matter.
No technical on the side of Kase Usagi?
It's like the X on the D-pad, right? That's what the symbol looks like. I think that is the removal of technical, yeah.
Okay, interesting. I've not turned that on myself yet, so...
I think for inputs wise, like sometimes
you're fine with that.
Accidental super if like you're looking for, you know, forward on like a UDP.
It's like there, just send the awesome sauce, bro.
By accident, but you know,
got her.
Like that's one of the main reasons we see technical on
all right, party time.
characters.
Whoa, no Brave counter.
All Right?
Really?
Yeah, now we're looking for the just defense from Shio, right? You know, it's like
I feel like Shio maybe like doesn't know the matchup that well.
Possible. Anytime you're blocking these multi-hit projectiles.
Oh,
no.
no, bro.
Yeah, that was supposed to be BC, and Shio still asleep at the wheel there, not able to get the spot dodge. Just kind of ate that one.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
a disaster.
Too far to poke out and stop the Raging Strike with the 2L.
You're fine with that.
Ended up getting hit for it. Now you're down 2 BP,
fine
which
with this.
is rough for the next hit from Kasa Usagi.
Tried. He didn't get there.
Catch the recovery of the spot dodge. Not going to work out.
Yep. All right. Double puts you back to full screen.
Shout out to missiles. Yeah. Oh my god. He really mashed throw there still.
Back throw. Wow. Said,
wow.
Surely
wow.
You're
That was psychotic.
Right here.
that was psychotic.
Now on set point.
Look the low profile with the 2M. We do get the stun from Catbot, but it's not enough. We get that missile barrage out.
Like, look, he's like when he gets him into the position, like Kasusagi is actually panicking. Shio's just not.
We're kind of sending that 2M.
He's not playing aggressive enough. Actually, that's the funny part. He's like trying to play like slow and steady, which is like good against Fairy, but Loane has the tools to just force her to RPS, bro. Like, you don't have to play this slow.
Full screen and set out that MGG.
It's not bad to play slow, but you don't have to play this slow.
Oh no.
Nope.
All right. EXGG set.
Okay.
Whoa. All right, shut down the ult wheel.
Nope. Backdash. Backdash is a DP.
Yep.
Don't worry. And I don't like that he's jumping back against that instead of moving forward.
Puts you right above that 50-meter. And Brave counters the bot. Doesn't quite catch Loane, but at least it takes
mashed throw there. Like, look at that.
Yeah, see, times have changed here because normally you'd be able to pressure with that ult wheel, and it's not going to work out in Shio's favor. Chip is imminent. Okay, wait a minute.
Wait,
he needed health there. He needed health there.
Off of the dash, and if Shio is able to find the kill off that, that's going to be a heartbreaker.
Got him.
It saves you, but
yes, sir. I told you. I told you when he's getting him in these spots, he is panicking. You can see it with some of the throw mashes and stuff.
Still on set point.
What a play. Shio not going to give up yet. All right, and I do like, again, notice the presence of mind here for Kasu Usagi. Remember,
like, summon in neutral is like not, it's not working because that's all Kasu Usagi's looking for. He's not doing anything else but looking to swing on his summon. That was good.
What we're looking for here.
Yeah.
The spot dodging and
close
range navigation against Fairy. Shio
oh yeah.
is definitely ready to play now.
The throw.
Dropping the close.
How did he get throw there?
Still got a solid chunk of damage.
You better stop doing that. But he spent another crystal for this. I don't know how I feel about that.
2 times in a row, but Shio,
because he could have just awesome sauced, and he didn't have to spend a crystal to get that combo.
Moving with power right now.
It's okay though. He is a big lead, but the problem is, like, if you get hit, it hurts a lot.
The backdash away with homies is not the answer.
Told you he needs to do 6XL after 6XH, bro. He has never once like taken a turn straight up from -2.
Ends up same or point blank off the Raging Strike.
Double
whip on the
he has 100
just to keep you on your toes. Shio with 100-meter and barely any HP. Can you hold on for game 5?
Oh my god. Oh my god, he let him fart H in his face like that. Oh my god. I'm so disgusted. I'm so disgusted, bro.
Do it a third time. Surely he's just waiting for me to wake up, and it's the most elaborate frame kill I've ever
I can't believe I just saw that. Just a raw ass far H no cancel.
There in that final game, but still able to see
-15, bro.
Hey, that's the evil champ mentality right there. I'm going to throw in your face, so you're going to do nothing about it.
Tragic.
Get caught by GG. That's right. That's right. No. Give me my golden stick, please. Thank you.
So, damn, my pressure is nice. whip throw into counter hit.
But honestly, Shio, I feel like, just was not playing the right game. Was very stuck with that layer 1 and didn't adjust to a different game plan throughout that set. Going full screen, constantly calling for Sammy Atomi, and then backing up with Catbot was just not getting any mileage. And what we should have probably done is tried to go for some of those roll scenarios, try to bring the pressure to Kasu Usagi. And we saw a lot of great return on investment for doing that in that final game, right? Like keeping close, making it more of a risk to try to press with the medium and heavy, and it certainly paid off for corner setup, right? But every time we backed off, it was so troublesome for Shio throughout that set.
Yeah, I definitely agree, right? Like, the game that we were able to win, and that final game, which was still a loss for Shio for the set, but still so much closer than game 1 and game 2, ended up being, okay, I need to be in your face
is
and, you know,
the slugfest.
participate in the RPS of, are you going to special cancel?
I have no idea who's going to win this, bro.
Is my spot dodge or roll going to be caught out here? Or am I going to be counter hit
bro, that's what I was saying. I was saying that the whole set, that like Katsusagi is actually panicking.
Yo, get you a friend
like that triple throw was definitely panic. He's like, oh god, how do I get my like it was there for sure. It's just
competitors out here. Fidison showcasing this. Siegfried has been. I
feel like Shio maybe overthinks that matchup a little bit.
Fidison was out at versus fighting and really having that deep conversation.
I think sometimes you actually just have to send it
forward as far as my character and how I should be proceeding in terms of performing in Arc World Tour Finals and. You know, opting to try to get some more practice in other spaces and kind of exploring options in terms of how he can.
Unironically, like Pixie style would be a little bit better against Katsusagi. I
think Siegfried is probably in a very good spot in this iteration of the game. Being able to ground bounce with dash heavy and convert mid-screen combos a little more consistently. Plus, who can forget that armor point on the ultimate back special coming from Siegfried? That is insane.
I have no idea who's gonna win this, bro.
His character was he was a demon when he dropped, and still very solid after you know, a swath of nerfs to his power level. And then, you know, now, like you're mentioning with the ground bounces and with, you know, his 5U buffs as well, like this is a character that is very capable of like 1.5 shotting you, right? But are we going to have that opportunity up against Zerom, right? Our combo breaker champion, still one of the main representatives of Charlotta in
this
North
shirt
America,
is faded as fuck,
who is
bro.
not afraid to let LDP rock, let the Charlotta ball.
How old is this shirt?
To try and make our way in and make sure that you don't feel comfortable, you know, setting up that 5U.
Yeah, honestly, I think if there's one character that can kind of stop the playstyle of Zerom, it's probably Siegfried in terms of that large fireball, being able to strike with a beautiful 2H, has an excellent DP, and other options to kind of negate some of that little hoppy pressure that we see coming from Zerom Charlotta. So we'll see how that plays out. Of course, Zerom is no slouch to this type of matchup, right? Has been very consistent in terms of seizing victory with a character that has honestly not been considered at the upper echelons of tiers, right? And still finding a lot of great success playing nothing but Charlotta since vanilla.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure has labbed out, tried some other characters and casuals just to get a feel for them and understand them from the you know, from the first person POV, but
of course
been standing strong on this character since vanilla, right? This is a master of Charlotta we have up here.
We're about to begin tensions in this next set. Fidison up against Zerom Charlotta. Yeah, 5.
I don't know when the last time Fidison would have gotten Charlotta practice, because there's not many active Charlottas in Europe anymore.
You don't have that timer. You just kind of stack it up and you let it rock. And honestly, there's a reason to go for install super.
But you might not need it. You might just do the Fidison thing, bro. You might just hold forward.
Of how much benefit you get off of just doing SBA and even some reversal SSBA. So we're probably not going to see too much of that. But standard install of 5U is certainly on the table here in this matchup. Let's see how Fidison has adapted to this.
Exactly. Setting up the slam, trying to be preemptive.
1-5U.
Zerom tries to bust in with the ball, but finds the counter hit to start things off.
Yeah, notice already has that one stack of the 5U. 2M.
UFA with the 2M.
It's so funny because, like, this is the opposite end of the spectrum. It's like Zerom is used to playing matchups where he has to constantly fight to get in. And I don't think you're going to have that problem against Fiddy. I think he's going to actually run at you.
Ready for it. Oh my god.
You might not like what happens when he gets there. Oh my god. Could have lost your whole life right there.
Roll through afterwards, but we're taking quite a bit of damage here with the big bonk. EX ball, but nothing found on
when we see Fiddy start DPing some of these Charlotta balls, then that's when we will know. Nope. Wonder if he could have gotten a. I think if he maybe Ross supered, he could have punished that. I don't know if it would have killed with no animation.
Able to get the whip punish with that dash light to start things off.
Yep. First round Fidison looking for the far M from Zerom, but
dangerous game jumping against Siegfried, but
so finds a clean
he went for close stage. He didn't even try to anti-air. Whoa.
Ooh. Too late for the anti-air.
No, Yaiba, yo. Nope.
2H.
Yeah, and he needs to do the
great anti-air.
in this matchup. I think you don't even bother like waiting for counter hit. You just do your meter list confirm every time.
Yeah, that's supposed to be ultimate Orkin start.
There it is.
There. Nice DP.
Yep. Walk it back out. Brave counter. Oh, but caught up by the Sword of Lumiel. It's not a full confirm off that light version, but still just keeping Fidison on his toes with the special cancels.
Pity is the type to do like run up DP, run up super.
Here, far heavy.
Oh,
max range normals. Oh my god, we can continue this route. Launch it, finish the job, Zerom.
Keep it simple. Cash out on the Raging Chain while we got it. The double ultimate ball for the refund. Okay, tying the rounds up with style.
Uh-oh. Very odd drop right there.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Maybe just slightly too late.
Unhand me.
Follow up. Nice DP.
Yeah, DP for DP. The first one not invul, but, you know, definitely fast for the level of crush that it has.
Oh, ultimate holy ladder. No escape out of the corner, which is a great spot for Zerom because we can constantly chip pressure here.
He actually did that.
Oh, not like a
it's not anime
wake
though.
Up to you straight up into the super.
Fiddy's in trouble here. Oh my god, he got hit.
Back out far heavy from downtown.
He dropped it. No. He's gonna DP.
Oh okay. Yes, DP seals the deal. I was scared Zerom was gonna come back from that one, but Fidison still able to secure the game with a nail biter.
No doubt in my fucking mind, bro.
Yeah, I was surprised that also wasn't a cinematic hit off of the super.
No fucking doubt. Kill him. Oh, he messed up.
Oh no.
That's a lot of death. But you lose. That was like 50%
the big
right there.
Going entirely wide.
That is not a combo you want to drop.
Steal back the turn with the DP.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah, with the whip dash light, that means Zerom can try to steal it back with the ult DP right at him.
Yeah. Caught you with the overhead Helmbreaker off the Demon Flip.
Punish, yep.
Really just chipping away at the HP. Not the worst thing in the world. Finds a Raging Strike confirm. Post far L.
Uh-oh.
You don't
Yeah,
need
that was
him.
tough. Side swap with the 2L.
Oh, he wiggled.
Open up 2L again.
Okay.
Fidison down around.
I don't know what Fiddy was trying to do there, but it was murderous. Whatever he tried.
Strike to get a clean knockdown. So
just know there was malicious intent
dodges the firewall,
on whatever option he chose. Oh my god, he hit him jumping.
Which is why we're seeing that ultimate DP from Zerom instead of the 2H sometimes, right? Doesn't even want to have to play that RPS of, oh, are you aerosoling or not on a jump in?
Got hands.
Easy out.
That actually worked. Wow. Whoa.
Oh, walk it back out off of the Raging Strike attempt or like a late DC. Either way, it's not working out for Fidison.
It was supposed to be the confirm. The 5L, right? The Raging Strike confirmed.
He can heal.
Final touch.
Oh,
I mean,
side switch UDP.
Shit. There's a sliver of health. And that'll
what the fuck?
Nice spot dodge.
Able to find that last hit.
I'm surprised he even did that because like
ended up working really well for Fidison because it side swapped him back out of the corner.
Install is definitely viable.
To still be in chip damage territory, it's not an easy
round
spot.
Start DP.
Very fortunate the dash light does the cross under there off the.
What am I watching? Are y'all all right?
2M. Walk it out.
If y'all want to play that badly in the LCQ, you can just ask, bro.
Dash light, the 2M maximum range there. Fidison able to push. Trying to go for the medium fireball.
Yeah, backdashing off the L ball there, maybe expecting a double down.
Best is a very strong word.
Now knocking on the door with that close L.
EC, get back in that corner. I'm not done with you.
Yep. Eats the overhead. That's fine. All is well. No DP this time for the double dip.
Is he dead?
Hey, there it is. That far light in the chain has resources to put you in the corner. Not enough, or not below enough to kill the far heavy. Will get punished.
Yeah, you don't get any from there.
Yeah, you don't get the cinematic hit there. I was wondering. We ran up DP and it out involved an ultimate version from
Why
Fidison.
even take that risk, bro? Like
I just hard call out takes the.
You're not on chip.
That's a Zerom shenanigan. Zerom would do that.
Why?
I'm not even surprised. That is a Zerom move.
And you're against 6 for your DP. I think. I don't know what would have happened if he did H instead of you.
EX firewall.
Oh, nice
Also
catch.
spaced out off of the Brave
That
counter. I
hurts.
thought that far L would have got caught.
actually cornered. Already hit maximum combo limits, and no follow-up there.
Yeah, no super available. Take it to the skies, double down with the old DP.
Ooh.
Dash to side swap off the jump too.
Far heavy with the spot.
Mm.
Trying to lock it
Come
down.
on and slam. And welcome to the jam.
Come on and slam.
Tell me I'm him, chat. Go ahead.
Save you here, Charlotte.
Go ahead, bro.
Ball runs right into the bonk. 1 round, 1 game apiece.
Oh,
I even got commentator reads.
Gotta be careful on those throws. The JU. Look, I don't think we're ever gonna see Fidison stop using JU. After using the tournament win off of JU at Mix-Up,
Unhand me, madam.
see it happen again.
Exactly. All right. Ooh, big whip on the 6XL, but locked into the recovery of that spot dodge.
I think Fiddy should look to like 2H at Noble Strategy, I think. Nice, but you miss. Yeah, yeah.
No! Oh, no, no,
Yeah.
no. You were so smart.
Good reaction,
Because
bad
the
option.
SBA
You
doesn't
just DP in this
flip right
matchup.
up off the ground. It entirely whiffs on the reversal.
All right, poke for corner. Big follow-up for Zerom. This next sequence means kill with the ult. Stocked up on a DP.
Yep. DP's your plus frames. Brave counters your
Yeah.
turn.
You're actually
Now
fine.
1 diamond available for Fidison. It's a one-touch situation. for
Zerom's
both
gonna
of these
wiggle,
players
bro.
with
I feel
50
it.
meter on the
I
board.
feel it. Oh, he's dead.
Run up throw, no brave points. That's a game.
Yo, Siegfried's grab animation on Charlotta is like the funniest in the game, bro. He grips the fuck out of the crown.
That throw was lethal, but no time on the rematch screen as we head right into game 4.
Unhand me.
Brilliant DP there.
Yep.
It does get the stock. It's extended damage here for Fidison.
Nope.
Okay.
He's starting to DP jump ins now. He said, I don't want to play the RPS.
Unhand me. Brave counter out. It's fine for the EX Helmbreaker. Again, just chipping away with that overhead.
The interesting dynamic there is that, like, if he starts DPing jump ins, then Zerom might actually jump more.
Yep.
Because, like, if you're jumping in and you're
Tapped
only
out,
taking a
waits
DP
out the plus
punish,
frames, knowing
then you're like
looking for
pretty
that
okay
EX
taking that
DP
risk.
off L
But
ball
that might
on hit,
open up
and
Fiddy
Zerom
to slow down and
gets a
get some
6-6
more
start.
2Hs in response.
Oh, too high.
He hit him, I think.
Is he gonna
Maybe
throw
a
this
full
button
situation.
press?
That animates too. Oh
Side swap
god,
off
this
the
is really bad.
SSBA, not gonna find the kill, but
This
still
is
just
really
puts you in a
bad.
terrible spot. Up against the wall.
Striker throw asshole.
Just new. Genius play.
Bet it all on the DP and knew that
Yep.
it would have been lethal unless he went up for the block, but because it wasn't chip damage territory,
That's
you
what's
didn't
up.
have to risk it on the spot dodge either. Ooh. Saw you stand blocking the demon flip there, but thankfully just went for the mid plus frames.
That worked well.
JL
That's
just
funny.
mad
I wonder if that was on
landing
purpose or
upon
if that
the
was a
dome of
misinput.
Fidison.
The world may never know.
We'll go actions, take our plus frames and wait it out off the brave counter. We still matched after though.
It's Fiddy, bro.
Match with the two
He
you
will
no
play
less.
RPS with you if that's what you want to do.
From Zerom, we're still gonna get the heavy orc.
Can I see install?
Trying to
Run
get
up
the
close
stack
heavy.
with close heavy for that massive
No
counter hit attempt.
crystals?
Yeah.
You held
Combo
up?
does check you with the 2L.
No, it doesn't
but
work.
Doesn't believe in the light confirm, but it goes
Can't-
over
you
again.
can't do that,
now
bro. You
Zero
can't do
ready for it. The second time.
The
we've
second
seen
time
that
I can't
heartbreaker
cut you any
for
slack
Fidison
because
because
you
that ultimate
saw
ball just goes right
that
under.
that doesn't work.
Right, one more chance. Checks the light. You do have a roundup.
Oh my god.
Rest.
Oh my god. He might
Oh,
lose.
God.
JU.
Jumps over the JU behind the back. That
I mean, he
sort of
should know that
Damocles ends
Zerom's
up
gonna
falling
hold
on
up with this
another
set on the
head
line,
this
bro.
time. Zerom ties up the round.
I actually
Fidison
don't think he
still
could
at
stop
that point.
himself, even if he
This is
wanted to.
Professional advice. Please do not SBA the Charlotta ball again.
Yeah, don't do that.
Nice LDP. It's good. He didn't spend EX there, though. Okay. I mean, he gets another one, but I think he could have just taken the combo off that first one.
An SBA. Next hit kills.
He's brave counted so many noble strategies, too.
Walk it out. Just trying to stay right out of range of the bomb.
Nice. 50 down the
There we
drain.
go. This is the reversal that we need. Not that we had 100 meter for the SBA, but EXDP catches out the ball.
He's the type to do dash up SSBA, bro.
He's going for
This
the
is
deep
50
jump
we're
there.
talking about. Okay, there's the install.
Install.
Oh, he just
Very
sends it.
rare. I
Okay.
told you guys we're likely not going to see install. I'm surprised he spent it there, but it would.
No, install's good in this matchup, I think, honestly.
Survived that next sequence. That's
Because, like, when you
Certainly
heal, you
something
can't.
that you
It's
wanna
not like
keep
you
in your
really
back
get.
pocket.
You can't, like, get fireball chip to
I'm
negate
assuming the thought
what you
process
get back.
from
So,
Fidison
like,
there is, oh,
I think it's
okay,
pretty good.
I die to a DP, so at least let me do maximum damage. So you know, I can fish for a heavy counter hit and not even have to worry about a second hit to open you up. But now we're in final game here in the set between Fitison and Zerom as he starts it off strong and puts him in the West Coast corner.
Fitty, come on, bro.
JU's starting to become a little predictable on the side of Zerom here.
What kind of bullshit ass setup was that?
Yeah. Puts you back into the corner. I like that we're just walking back off of the jump ins from Fitison
Caught her.
well, so that
I would spend.
It's JU, we can just look.
It's airborne though. Yeah, he knows he has to cut it short.
Issue we'll have to worry about this time as we're stuck in the corner.
You lose corner, but like 2 crystals,
so Zerom finds an escape somehow.
and you kind of turn jump off by doing this too.
Go. About 50%, 2 brave points. No anti-air.
He has to kill him for that.
BC.
He gave you what you wanted, bro.
We believe if we had a godlike hit confirmed into a Raging Strike, that would have been lethal for Zerom. But now both of them fighting for that final hit. And of course, we bust out with the LDP.
Battle 2. Engage.
See match point here for Zerom. Very cautious and rightfully so against Siegfried. You don't want to get caught by a stray heavy, but
I mean, the jump that Zerom did there was not good, bro. Like,
I bet you that
it's like I think it's like actually the one way you can die. Funny enough.
Four can pick up in the mid screen.
Oh.
And just looking for the back
First big 2H combo. Die.
Work with 100 meter.
Fucking die. That's what should be happening.
Final game. Final.
You want to jump 60%.
God, that would work.
Thank you.
You know?
Thank you for that.
Battle 3.
No more wishes.
Appreciate it.
Please, my heart can only take so much.
See how he grips the crown, bro? It's so rude.
No, empty run up throw.
It's so rude. This is just going to be a bloodbath. Like, I actually don't know which one of them. Oh, we fuzzied. Okay.
Oh, no.
Fitison falling apart right
Fitty
now.
going to throw on defense?
One touch territory up against Zerom.
Oh my god, he actually pressed UDP.
Here's a clean knockdown.
Yeah.
Way to save Jad the ultimate DP.
Ah,
and speaking of,
he
tries
YOLO'd.
to bet it with another 50 meters,
Fitty just,
but Zerom
man,
blocks it out and takes the 3.
He just really doesn't want to block, bro. It's so funny.
If we didn't BC that ultimate noble strategy, we would have been able to punish it. But that's some of the fear that you deal with on Charlotta. I talked about this the other day.
You're
on
cursed.
Paragon Live,
I mean, it's only.
that
Oh, yeah. Paragon mentioned.
You know that it's a minus scenario, but yet still something inside of you just wants you to push away with the BC, even though you're in a -6 scenario that you could have tried to punish that. And Fitison under pressure, you know, could go for a panic and try to BC out of there, try to reset the neutral, get away from the corner. Tough to play against Charlotta when she's barreling down on you like that in the offense.
I feel like Fitty
Yeah, exactly. And maybe
was just a little bit lackluster in the anti-air department.
Maybe
That's it.
This is going to put me in chip damage range.
If he gets
so
like
instead
1
of
or
taking
2
the
more
punish and
anti-airs than he
being
did,
at
he
that
probably
sliver
wins
of
the
health
set.
Where, you know, any block special is going to kill me. I'm fine with taking this, you know, semi-neutral situation, slightly advantage at the full screen, and at least having one more hit.
But that's how it goes.
And work with. But
that's how it
hard
goes.
decision to make in the heat of the moment, like you said, against that combo breaker champion. So 3-2 for Zerom, but Fitison still stays up at the stand. Is now Kasa Usagi back up to the station to fight it out.
Yeah, this will be a fun one. I think,
yeah, Fairy Siegfried.
yeah, Fairy Siegfried might be the play here.
Man, I don't know what to think about this one, bro.
Character with this version. But still a lot of great tools. We did see some install play. I wouldn't be shocked to see Beatrix now that I'm looking at this. Like,
He might be thinking it too.
Because honestly, J2, I'll be so real with you.
What's up?
You play Beatrix into this, you're gonna do very well. Like, damage output from Siegfried, sure, that's fine. But Beatrix has so many ways to just instantly close the gap. And I'm talking exclusively alt ride free. You cannot throw out a GG when I have meter. You are not allowed. Spot dodge, avoiding the far range normals, ride free right through. I see the advantage on Beatrix here, and I would not be surprised if we opt for Beatrix from Fitty.
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean, it's terrifying, right? You know, we already have the hover over on the Beatrix where, you know, Siegfried, yes, incredible damage, solid toolkit. Like, if you want to solo main someone,
he has been practicing the Beatrix,
especially right now. But if you have the Beatrix in the back pocket, we've mentioned it time and time before, the explosiveness of her approach and the, you know, fact that you have to cover very specific parts of the screen in case she wants to bust out with riding free, in case she just challenges the middle of the screen with ultimate fireball as well, which comes out incredibly fast. Or of course, she decides to try and jump in with that EX Thunderbird. It's terrifying to consistently keep her out.
Absolutely. And it's one of those matchups that I've personally been labbing quite a bit because I'm sick and tired of fairies bullying me at full screen. And it's my go-to character is Beatrix, and that solves so many problems for me. 100%. Sure, I could play Ilsa. Sure, I could try to play Belial and have some fun with that. You know, I've been jumping around the cast, especially as of late. You know, Meg has been cool, but, you know, can someone give me that Giovanna standee, please? Or at least the acrylic? Just, please. I'm going to put it out there. Someone mail it to me. Don't ask for my address unless if I actually know it. Anyways, but yeah, Beatrix has been far easier for me to try to close that gap against Fairy because of those tools.
Yeah, exactly. The explosivity of the approach. And also the fact that your damage definitely, you know, when you make your way in, it also just counts so much. Whether or not you have Delta.
Sunday for them.
Yeah, that's like, a big factor. You still get your damage output.
Yeah, it's like really
not
early.
Quite to the degree of Siegfried, but
Beatrix
rather like really late. I mean, I guess it depends on what time zone you're in.
She will be okay.
Top 8 is supposed to, top 8 Grand Blue is supposed to be at
least start things
midnight.
Off with Beatrix. We definitely agree with the pick here as we head into our third match of
Saturday.
Kasa Usagi
like
versus Fidison.
Saturday night, midnight. No, LCQ is after this.
A different play style
well,
here. We're talking
LCQ's tomorrow.
Spot dodges against these normals, something that we didn't quite get from
midnight
Shield,
EST.
How quickly Kasa Usagi
Sunday.
shut down
Sunday
escape
midnight.
options with GG right on top of Beatrix. This is where it becomes a problem.
Oh. Yeah, there we go. Immediately sending that M riding free at the perfect spacing, so Kasa Usagi aware of that, just waiting for the down back.
Nice, and there it is, right? We were looking for the guest pens to hit, try to go for the roll through, and it does succeed, extending the recovery time there to try to get the challenge. Now we're in Delta Clock range.
Yeah, GG on cooldown, so just running up for a little bit of space. Clean anti-air with the EX Beppo, but it's still not quite enough to kill. But 2M does the job.
Now here's the other factor in this matchup, specifically for player, right, is just the fact that Fidison might not be comfortable switching to Beatrix. I think there was that period of time where Fidison wasn't quite ready to try to showcase Beatrix in some matchups that seemed like this is a slam dunk for the character. And that might be a factor here if we haven't been, you know, playing Beatrix as much as we have in Siegfried with this latest patch.
Exactly. Does she have the tools for the job in, like, just about any matchup? Absolutely, but do you have that muscle memory, that comfortability with, oh, this is where I'm looking for M riding free, this is where I'm sending out my ultimate fireball, and even just a tiny delay in some of those decisions might be enough.
Try to go for the stagger on light, but Kasa Usagi had the right answer with the ultimate up dog.
No! Yeah, again, just looking for some of these confirms off Raging Strikes, but falling a hair too short. Fidison now barely.
Nice.
Oh my god,
Nice.
the shockwave with the ultimate Thunderbird.
Wait!
Kasa Usagi tried to challenge a little too early.
Fiddy.
Oh my god, please.
Yeah, we could have gone for Thunderbird there, actually. Oh, man, such a bummer. And it might have just been like one of those panic situations.
That was weird.
We did get a little scrambly at the end. If we would have done EX Thunderbird after doing Alt Thunderbird, we would have Delta clocked on the ground and extended a little bit more damage. We would have had to cut to DP much sooner, but at the very least, it would have had more damage on your side.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit more corner carry as well, but such is life. Game number 1 to Kasa Usagi. We're off of, like you said, definitely a heart-shaking scramble.
Whoa, what a brave 5L.
You were locked down for like 90 frames off of GG.
Lucky that wasn't a bit closer to the wall.
5L. I respect it.
Yeah, jumping, unfortunate. We could have done a run-up in DP.
Counter hit. Oh,
Nice.
he went to follow up. Oh, that would have been huge if he didn't do the follow-up.
All right. Backs up off of the ultimate GG, looking for a throw bait there, but nothing to be found. Extends your hurt box.
He is mashing on every
fireball.
wake up. Fiddy,
Good
please
knockdown
media.
for Fidison, but it's not enough.
Let him DP, bro. You should not be scared.
DP lands, but Kasa Usagi inspires.
I still think this
with
is
the same
fine.
thing
Like
for lethal.
he's letting way too many
It's
knockdowns
just
rip.
going to be that stagger 5L. It's going to get called out with Alt DP. Kasa
Like
Usagi
almost
was
every
one
knockdown that
distance
round got
away
mashed
from
on. You just
Beatrix.
can't let her do that, bro. If
There
you
it
got to
is,
take a
5
DP or
blue,
two, so be it.
threatening a Delta.
It's not worth giving up everything you got.
Gets over GG, but does get caught out by the overhead on the way down. And GG waiting for the pickup too, says, I got you.
Yeah, these jump installs have not worked. Kasa Usagi too ready for it. We do get a DP.
Mash again.
daggers. It's tricky timing. Once you get that close to Fairy, if you're holding a guest pence like that. And oh, nice, actually swinging out of the corner there. Nice, does get the
Mash throw. See what I'm saying? Like,
there we go. The whip brings in game number 2 for Kasa Usagi. We're seeing Fidison struggle to try and, you know, bring Fairy back down to earth, which is generally not the threat range that you're most concerned about when you're going into the matchup against this character. But
every knockdown,
like
bro,
from Kasa Usagi, and whether we're, you know, landing early and looking for anti-airs or just going for a late, you know, escape from the rope, being tricky with the jump-ins that way, Fidison's been struggling.
Great attempt off that Star Chaser. Does get the counter
oh,
hit.
it's not worth spending there.
Not close enough for corner, but it does put Kasa Usagi back against the wall. Nice.
Yes, I don't think so.
Yep, 5H, GG set. Try to keep you locked down for the detonation. Run up the road. Ooh.
Her DP is so invulnerable.
Out-invuled the ultimate DP. So Fidison avoiding a very rough situation off of ultimate DP pickup.
That will counter a ride free there too. We're gonna see these 2Ms really come into play. Oh my god.
Yeah, I wonder if Ult Thunderbird is what we wanted there. If that was a misinput on Ultimate Fireball, but
he got hit by like one hit of that. That is so funny.
Kasa Usagi, 1 round away from 3-0 Fidison.
Battle 2. Engage.
Oh no, caught low. That's the thing. Kasa Usagi is not predictable with their timing. It's very tricky to try to roll through these things, and that just shows the caliber of zoner that Kasa Usagi is.
Okay, whip to keep you at bay.
These single steps are important because we're trying to build up 50 so we can get an ult ride free or even ult fireball.
I don't know about that spend, bro.
There we go. Yeah, waited it out thinking we would look for UDP to try and bust our way back out of the corner. But again, these ultimate Thunderbird calls have not been working out for Fidison as an anti-air, as a way to make your way back into the corner. Kasa Usagi is 1 step ahead.
Finally got it to
miss. 1 step too far for that ult DP to reach.
Too close. Does get SSBA. Go with the X. Stripping those final brave points.
Honestly, still just meaty, bro. Don't let him mash.
Before we get the kill.
For the love of God, Fiddy.
Oh, no reversal. I understand backing away here, but Kasa Usagi going to capitalize on 1 moment of hesitation.
Bet it all on the double down DP, but we backdash with a double back.
That set is so upsetting, bro. It's so upsetting to watch him lose to literally like, bro, he mashed on like again, every fucking wake up, bro.
Go Beatrix because that is an excellent character to counter against Fairy.
It's so crazy.
But man, oh man, did Kasa Usagi have the counterplay of his own against Beatrix. And now we started to see in like game 2, game 3, we started going for those low strikes. So try to call out and prevent some of the ride free approaches, which is important, right? And even 5L is also a great button, much like Matera having great 5L to counter some of that approach coming from Beatrix. But even still, I think there was some unfamiliarity from the side of Fidison in terms of spacing. We did kind of whiff a few of the 5Hs there, which would probably have hit in the same range as Siegfried.
Thanks for the raid, Curry. Calling it quits for the night.
Phenomenal range compared to Beatrix. And I think we're probably sitting around that range, but I do appreciate that.
Right, do you have a good one, brother?
Throughout the entire set, because that is the character you should probably play against Fairy. Just came up a little bit short on a player that clearly understands how to shut down a difficult matchup.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe the ideas and like fundamentals of, oh, okay, I'm playing this RPS of will you, won't you, you know, end up going for the special cancel. I'm leveraging my, you know, ultimate fireball and my riding free to make it tricky to commit to continuing your normal zoning patterns. But in practice, right, it just seemed like Kasa Usagi was, you know, 1 step ahead and was like, oh, if my normal zoning patterns are risking me extending my hurt boxes into ultimate fireball and, you know, you're making it so that I'm scared to send out GG, I'm going to take to the skies and actually see if I can build up some space, you know, try and make my way back out of the corner and see how you deal with me swapping up my air approach.
Oh, well, a grueling set ahead of us here. We're going to get Shio back into it up against Zerom next. This will be a fun one and get a little bit of that Lowain action, and Zerom is certainly no stranger to Lowain.
Yeah. I mean, this is a character that has only grown in popularity in NA, right? We think of Incendiate. Of course, we think of an incredible run at Frosty's as well. you know, Luane was just all over, especially in that top 8. So incredible work there.
Yeah, Satoshi putting in a run for a money on that frothy postings on that one. My goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Which was a stellar performance. I highly recommend you go back and check out that Arc World Tour qualifier, the last Platinum qualifier, where we actually got to see Monarch claim victory there. But Zerom, you know, certainly having that experience across the Lil Wayne Bros, this is going to be a matchup that could be pretty fun for Charlotta if we can stop Shio from running the shenanigans with the change of all Fireball. It is the constant story around this character that was a big pain point for so many competitive players, and that change has come to fruition here. But Charlotta is a character that receives very little changes at all. I think she is in an excellent spot. Granted, not on the highest of tiers, but you might leave that to question when you watch Zeron play in a lot of these sets.
Exactly. She is stable, at least in terms of her strength and her routing, right? So few like fundamental changes to her in Grand Blue Rising. So Zeron's still just sticking on the #1. Let's see it as his intros rock once more. Rocking the wine bottles from Shio and that slight smile on the face, saying, all right, are we going to try and outrun Charlotta here, or is Zeron going to try and run me down with, you know, bust out Charlotta ball, or, you know, of course, jumping in with a tricky jump arc as well.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we see a lot of movement on this side, but look at that. Shining Onslaught all ready to deny both Sammy and Tomi. And we might get some of that shut down like we saw earlier against Kazu Usagi, who's just denying so much of the full screen setup, and Shio holding down back against the wall here with no opportunity to challenge with an ult. And now just getting the 50. We're waiting for parry. There it is.
Yeah,
a parry
the ultimate
from
fireball.
Zero.
Just waiting for it. You have a lot more time to react as well. It used to be so much faster when you were back up against the corner, and that travel time was barely anything, but still got a lot of summon time as well. Able to EX parry
Shio playing
as
a
you try
little
and
slow.
ultimate ball through the bro summon.
This is the Zerom.
That's been his problem this entire tournament so far.
They don't need to press the issue. If you don't want to open up, look, I have this life lead. I got 50 seconds to relax. It's fine.
Got all the time in the world. Charlotta, not really a character that like has excellent chip damage checkmates, but definitely some ways to slowly chip away, right? And with 40 seconds left on the clock, she's in no rush.
Awesome sauce.
Low key, this puts Zerom on a timer. He needs to kill Shio before he makes it to another 100.
Start thinking about ultimate. Oh, wait a minute. Cat bot to the other corner.
Oh my god.
Double parfait.
Those were so good.
Bad meter.
Oh, he got hit by 6
but that
XL,
meter's
bro.
not going to matter with Zerom. Runs up with the far L
Of
to
all
take
things.
round 1.
Battle 2. Engage.
He was actually winning after that U cat bot into the E.
6XM.
He was winning, so he could have just chilled.
Watch it for the spin. You know, counter poke yet. There it is. Got the light.
Block out the light ball, but light DP still just swinging for the skies.
Here, dash. Nice challenge. Zerom.
That was nowhere
Moving out with
close.
double
That's so
strategy
funny.
here, but still able to press the button with the far light and extend with cat bot to corner.
Wall bounce, EX awesome sauce. The combo limit was a little too high. I was wondering if we're going to see Catbot again, but instead this... Oh, we're just styling with the 668.
Oh my god.
That's our 3rd parfait, by the way.
That was unsafe spacing, actually. She didn't 6XL him for it, though.
Oops. If I'm not mistaken, those item rates were a little bit adjusted, right? Meter down, but the
Legs.
chance is up. But either way, you're looking up at the sky while the slide secures a tied round situation here for Shio.
3. Engage.
All right, some sauces out.
Parry. Yeah. Honestly, going for these parries is a great way to just stand your ground, not get pushed away.
Exactly. Ooh.
You messed
Yeah,
up.
baits out the parry as well, just air stalls with that EX Helmbreaker. Scooped out, back out of the corner.
Oh, nice. Gotta get the flip.
Uh-oh. Oh, he waited for his ass, too. You saw that?
Big counter hit.
He did walk forward, down
all
back.
the time in the world to walk back and get the link for ultimate awesome.
He said,
sauce.
I
He was
know
so
your
good,
ass
so
is gonna
healthy on the
jump.
meter situation with another parfait. Double
Oh my god, bro. HPA him. Do it. Do it.
Solid on the meter situation. Already back up to 100 while cashing out on damage.
I don't think Shio has supered a single time today.
Okay. Double ultimate ball. Now it's one touch of
You
piece,
tried it.
empty into the throw, but after the stare down, looks for the
No
grab.
way.
And
You deserve to
finally
lose.
we let Yiggy rock.
Good luck.
Walking out.
Zero! It's not changed! This has not changed since season 1! You can't do this! Stop making us look bad, Zero, please! Anyways.
So, if I'm not mistaken, there were only like a couple changes to like certain, like very particular setups about Yiggy, but like the basics, like you said, are still the same. So, ending up just walking up, seeing if we can catch out the, you know, early
this
spot
Curry
dodge
on
from
comms?
Zero.
No.
Well for Shio.
No.
Look, I panicked too, honestly. I was
Zero and J2.
I get it. So I'm projecting, you know, I would have folded there too, but it's a tricky situation when you're one hit away and chip damage is just looming over the horizon.
That setup looks very not
Good
real.
chain. Able to answer
I
back in
want to
time.
look at the frame data on that because he does it, and I just feel like you could fuzzy
Round
it.
up Zero.
It doesn't look like she's plus after she lands on that.
Nice little stagger pressure. Oh, you thought you get the poke.
Yeah, it just goes right over the far L.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's a
caught
rare
him
one.
with the heavy.
Link, the ultimate noble strategy. Stay healthy on the meter. No dive kick. Oki just trying to, you know, strike throw on your wake up. Wait out that EX parry. And jumps out the throw as well. Zero.
He's not even doing
Speed
JM
run
most of the time, though. He's
set
doing like
1-1.
back throw, cross up, empty
See,
land
that's what
2L.
happens when you miss the Yggdrasil
Back
minigame.
fucking
All right, fine. You know what?
like
I'm gonna
cross
pay it
up
back
empty
tenfold.
lamb
You'll
grab. It's like
embarrass
I
me
don't
like
think that's
that for the
real,
world.
bro. I think you could just guard button, fuzzy
I
it.
said no more throwback Thursday, man. I'm living in the present. We got to tie it up for game 3. Oh, okay. Oh, I was so confused who won out on that trade there. We got the L ball to go through the bro, but still ended up getting caught by Tommy on the top rope.
Unfortunately, Zero does not win out there.
Yep. Yeah, a little too far to do anything off of that max
Oh,
range
he went for
6-6
the
L
gusto.
and looking for the 2H,
We hit
but
confirm those.
there's stall
To the
Hellbreaker,
moon.
my beloved.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Tons of height to work with. Fade away.
Oh,
Let the
that
bros
didn't
do
punish the
job.
recovery,
Eat the parry.
really. Missiles are a very weird move, man.
Attack still SSBA.
So is
potential.
Charlotta 5 youth,
Zero, I'm gonna
to
have to
be
be
fair.
very cautious though.
That doesn't hit.
Ooh, does that catch a summon? No, you got all the time in the world. Spot dodge on the super.
I wasn't
See you with the wall bounce.
wasn't expecting Lil Wayne to pull up with a wine bottle to pop you over the head with that one.
Not, yeah, it looked insane. I thought that wine bottle would have been pierced by the holy light of the sword, but unfortunately Excalibur not able to save us.
He's upping his speed a little bit. That's exactly what he needed to do. Just up your
Curb.
speed a little bit, bro.
Do it again. Do a third LDP.
Oh, nice and too close on that parry, so the projectile will pull you through.
Pick up off Awesome Sauce. Get the EX version for the wall bounce. Now we set
Gonna
up
hold
cap
up here
off.
soon? No. Brave counters instead.
Yeah, a lot of these back runs in the mid screen from Shio, just trying to space out 6XM, trying to space out a far light as well.
Yeah, he could probably punish that, right? Like he could, like if he sees him 5U, he might be able to like you awesome sauce him on reaction or something.
The threat is
Battle
coming
that
from
she
Zero.
needs.
Literally,
I'd like to see him try.
touch. I think we're gonna go alt spend. Oh no, we're spending super.
He's alive, I think. Yeah.
Just barely living with the
The
sliver
fake
right
stuff?
now.
Oh, you're in big trouble, actually.
Chip damage a factor, but still just trying to mitigate
Oh
all of that with the
my
low
God,
with the
that
button
Hezi
and
was
catches out the
godlike, bro.
Great counter attempt.
Oh, we're doing the big boy routes
Oh
too.
my God, you get a link.
Unbelievable, unbelievable.
Wait, hold on now. I have not seen that.
Hey,
I have not seen that.
shout
You
out the
gotta
bros,
watch
bro.
for Tommy on the top rope.
Shout out the
Shio.
fucking
Up
bros.
to what?
We launch, and this is why we call it the awesome sauce.
Shout
We
out
can
the fucking
still get
bros.
the combo to continue to the corner.
Counter hit belly flop, nigga.
I mean, I guess off of the like clean hit ground bounce, I should have expected it, but seeing it in action, the fact that you
That
had
route is
time
so
off the
cool, though.
raging strike there, very sick
Link
to see. Game
raging
number
strike
4.
into Link you awesome sauce. That route is so sick.
Oh, clash. Someone throw
Ooh.
DP. That's also a great option.
There we go. High crush level there coming out from Zero. Any opportunity to use light DP, we'll take it.
Range dash light. Shio blocking for dear life, biding their time.
Yep.
Got him.
Caught up by ultimate bro wheel.
Run that shit back.
Spot dodge it this time, but still a good amount of meter for Shio.
Wiggle, wiggle, 6XL.
Oh, but not a good amount of HP. I see that 100 Zerom. Keep it simple with the Raging Strike, Raging Chain.
Battle 2. Engage.
We're trying to tie things up. Dash Light is the start.
I think Zerom needs to win this round. I feel like if this goes to round 3, Shia's gonna win. He tried to ball.
Brave countered out, dives through Tommy.
Chain.
Can we see a HPA? Oh, he mashed throw after air throw? Bro,
I feel like
Shio's being way too polite to his opponents, bro. He really needs to learn how to press super. It's so crazy. Like, him and Saki both just like, don't press super. It's so crazy.
We got the game. Oh no, Zerom!
It's like, even in the spots that it's really good in, like, they just don't press it.
Out with the meter.
And I'm like, bro.
With a clean hit. And now on
in tournament, in world finals with nerves, bro, like, they're gonna get bodied by that shit, bro. He's being very polite to them. You saw the one time he did Iggy, it won him the game.
Trying to make up for the mistakes of last round with a substantial lead. Nice double strategy chase.
Okay,
that was such a good hezzy. His delays are really good.
Now, the corner side swap.
You have to watch jump here.
Try and make up for Shio.
He should wait.
Oh my goodness! I can't.
I would have killed him. Just no.
Alt wheel denying, but still close enough to at least get a poke. No follow through.
Run it back. Just barely out of range off of the noble strategy sweep. Shio,
yes, Monarch's group is over
really
already.
Checking that spacing here with the far light and far mediums.
All the groups are over except for this one.
Playing for this whip punish game, but haven't found an opportunity to do so yet. So Zerom catches you on the dash up.
Nice helmet splitter there off the noble strategy.
Yep.
Sort of Lumiel to try to chip away and force a BC.
Oh my god, he's dead.
The awesome sauce pickup. We're gonna get it again.
Yeah, keep it simple with the Raging Chain. But we still get the meter.
He had meter. Oh, okay. I don't know why he did that, but he had meter.
Goes
yeah, UDP is actually a pretty good damage ender. I don't think he thought it would make it to wall or something.
Oh.
I feel like is what happened there.
Sending you straight down to hell. Shio, 3 wins under the belt now to try and stay alive in this Group D side. Again, lost 1-3 to Kazu Usagi, so just has a neutral record of 4-4 right now. So a couple more matches to see where that shakes up in this Group D leaderboard.
Yeah, I mean, it's been quite
this
a
group is
fighter,
up in the air.
And really interested to see how
we could end up with a 3-way tie with everyone at 1 and 2.
Man,
that is a possibility.
Mistakes like that can really cost you. And
he didn't have crystals. He couldn't do Raging Strike. He had to do a U skill ender.
Comes out on top in the scramble scenario and just, man, that max distance on the DP. Maybe we thought.
Hi, Afro. How you doing?
Far medium that we've seen so consistently from Shio, or maybe we're trying to blow right through an awesome sauce like short range pressure for that. Yeah, and also that off the wayside Raging Strike that we saw too, and that mid screen, just some minor mistakes, but I think sometimes the stress really gets to you at that point of play, right? You're trying to make that qualification to the day 2 competition, and we're going to get that point scoring here now as we look at it across the board with Kazu Usagi 3-1 and 3-0 victories. Still needs to face off against Zerom, which we're getting right now. And then Fitison out here, unfortunately, down with an 0-3 and 2-3. So falling a little shy in this group stage, but still a couple more matches to go through. We'll see how Fitison does against Shio. Kazu Usagi looking very strong to take the dub out of here.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, Shio still has, that match against Fitison, like you mentioned, so could shift that second place pretty significantly if Fitison is able to, rock that 3-0 or 3-1 victory. Of course, Zerom and Kazu Usagi, that second to last match we should be seeing in just a sec.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is close. But I think Kazu Usagi's feeling pretty comfortable, right? Like, this is certainly going to... I mean, if we take the dub here, then we're comfy for the rest of the weekend. I don't think this is really going to shake up too much, but Kazu Asagi just seemed really calculated in both the set against Fitison and against Shio. I can only imagine that Kazu Asagi is probably primed and ready for Charlotta, but we'll have to see if Zerom has what it takes to kind of come over.
I'm trying to think.
Against Fairy, because in terms of trying to close
I think it's
gap,
as long as Kasusaki wins one game.
Charlotta, of course, ultimate
because he'd be at 7.
GG setup.
Yeah. So as long as Kasusagi wins one game, he will be in winners.
From Ride Free.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're running into some of those.
So if he loses 3-1, then his game count will be 7-4,
a little bit of red.
Which would be the absolute best that Shio can get if he 3-0s Fitison.
Maybe we can stay.
But Kasusagi has the tiebreaker over Shio.
Off of like a far M or an errant far heavy.
So yeah.
Then you're just potentially running into EX Ulhu if you're running into Whip, and might be a difficult game for Zerom.
So Kasusagi would be guaranteed winners if he wins a game.
Some of these LDPs to try and
assuming
find that knockdown that he needs.
Because they do game difference, right? So if Zerom won 3-0, he'd be 7-5.
An Evo champion.
As opposed to Kasusagi 6-4. And then Shio would be up in the air.
So many Evo champions in these group series.
Yeah. Well, actually, I guess it could get a little muddy depending. Winning one game changes a lot for Kasu here, though.
Evo Japan champion versus the combo breaker champion.
I mean, there's a good chance he just wins the set. So
number 1, how is Zerom going to make his way in?
If you win the set, then you don't even got to worry about anything.
See the jump, but lets the EX ball rock immediately. Gets caught up by Whip.
No, because there's one more set.
Dashlight. Just want Zerom to escape that corner. Expecting a jump, it's not going to happen.
Yep.
Shio still has to play Fiddy.
Okay, walk it out, just trying to be right out of range of that far M, but it does put you right at the tip of 2M. Okay. Finds a good challenge off the EX ball. Still some more space to make up, but good small victory for Zerom.
DC away.
Yeah.
Least a little bit of a life lead there. Kasusagi looking to try to push back to the east side, but Zerom finally closes for West Coast.
Yeah. I like the idea of the whip dive, and I love the idea of the whip.
Bro, Kasa gets away with so much, bro.
That's not a DP, so we're sending it with the jump heavy.
Got him.
I like the idea from Zerom, though. It's going to force
especially on his
Kasusagi
knockdowns,
right
I think is what where he gets away with the most.
Kasusagi had other ideas. I mean, that's
his neutral is very clean, but like when he gets put into pressure situations, he gets away with murder.
It also happened against Fitison in the corner.
Yeah, it seems like folks are having a hard time kind of dealing with how he's taking to the skies, right? Doing a really good job of mixing up the whip movement, and not only that, doing a good job of escaping the corner and keeping you in it with a backboard of GG.
Wall bounce there. Nice.
LDP.
Holy ladder to push back out. The 5L. Tech.
Zerom's trying to take advantage of it.
Oh, tries to run up for the close M, but he was so high in the sky that Zerom finds a clean punish on the way back down. Overraging chain might not be enough. Ooh. But the close heavy after is combo limit.
So like while this matchup is hard for Charlotta, I think Zerom's also better at taking advantage of the knockdown situation, so he might not do too badly. If he can get in.
Oh, too far for the helm splitter.
Yeah.
We did see that quite a bit earlier, but not going to find any mileage against Kasusagi on this one. Holy
oh,
ladder,
wow, what a miss. Mash on wake up again.
But the attempt is there.
All right, ultimate hula hoop. And we side swap with 66H. Bust out with the LDP, so not going to be able to find a punish here.
It's a good whip punish. What is that throw?
But a little bit too far to find anything off.
I really want, like, what is going on there? I've seen that so much from him today.
Just expecting to run. All right, Raging Chain with the ult to extend. Got the refund for it.
Ooh, caught you with the low.
Zerom can lose.
In the mid screen off that meterless version, not able to find another pickup. Still needs one more hit. Kasa Usagi fighting to keep you at bay, but still able to find the backboard. UDP to GG.
Mix up.
That's combo limit.
Oh, he doesn't have. He hasn't a GG though. Yeah, that was a mistake. That was a
Went for the
mistake.
knockdown off the Raging Strike, but maybe didn't realize that GG was still off cooldown. Chip damage a factor, so he catch the extended hurt box.
That was a mistake.
With the LDP.
He did the Raging
Game
Strike
one
knockdown,
goes
forgot
to
that he
0.
didn't have GG's, so like he just kind of let him wake up for free.
Best throw out there. Nice dive.
Okay, big whiff on the L ball, but slow reaction to Kasa Usagi to challenge.
I wonder if H Beppo would work there. Oh my god, 2H.
Oh no! Wasn't able to get down to the ground in time.
Yep.
2H.
Yeah, swept up with the whip too. Here we go, Zero. How are we going to find her advance? Already down to 30%.
What? What was that jump back? Oh, he missed that U-ball.
Does not get caught up with the GG extension.
Fucked up his charge.
Very quick reaction from Kasa.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
I don't know
catch
about
the
this one,
back.
Chief.
No, it's so slow. There we go.
Just press the medium right after the holy light too. Sometimes folks get caught up by the animation, just don't press right after, but Kasa really quick to get the
See, like,
reversal
Kasa
timing.
Usagi could just lose this round.
Ready for the punish and
You
ready
gotta
for the
close him,
anti-air
man.
close
That's crazy.
medium as well. GG, do the job. I'm taking to the skies. Ooh, and I'm sniping the skies too. Counter hit 2H.
He fought his way out pretty nicely.
Okay. No attempt to stand up on the GG.
Zeram kind of gave him a big opening, though.
Didn't get caught by 2U just yet.
It's, oh.
Jeez, no way. Full screen run up. I'm just gonna throw you alt DP.
He's been good about those, I can't
a little
lie.
too far for GG
Zeram keeps trying to test him,
find a
but
pick up there, but still rough trading that 50 for 50.
I don't think he's missed one yet.
We'll get the meter for SSBA.
Gonna get mashed on.
Yeah.
Saves it for the next
Second
interaction.
too late.
Yeah.
Ooh, whip jump into ultimate ball and maybe trying to see if
Oh!
we can catch Kasa Usagi
Oh my
looking
God.
for a jump. Button tech.
Playing with fire.
Well, the chip damage.
LDP coming.
Both have great resources here to try to close this out off a chip alone.
Yeah, 30 seconds
Don't you?
left on the
Oh
clock.
my god, that ball was
Ooh, take your
so
time.
scary. You can't U-ball.
% Kasa.
He just pulls
The
up on her.
overhead. Sometimes the simplest things that really throw people off.
Believe in victory.
Yeah, fine to spend it in game number 2.
Pull
We've
up-
been
I
seeing a
pull up
lot of
on
these
you.
overheads come in these like game-winning situations, these set-winning situations. But Kasa Usagi, fine to let that be on the mental stack a little bit early.
That was like last active for him.
Game at number 3.
Shout. Brilliant timing for the ult. Shining onslaught. But still going to get up-dogged here.
Okay. Yeah, it takes the guaranteed BC opportunity post-dive kick. Not going to do it again, though.
Yeah, I'm kind of demonstrating what I'm talking about when I say people should just do the meaty, bro. And if you get hit by DP, it's like fine.
Ooh, just barely a sliver to live, but this is a terrible situation. Spot dodge to try and avoid a little bit of chip damage, but tossed up for a round on Zero.
The best Zeram can make it to is because he's at 5 and 6 right now, so 7 and 6.
Full screen, huh? All right, got some gas pens.
So
Oh, nice. Close medium there.
Yeah, dispense the noble strategy, but again, that close medium anti-air just working out so well for Kasa Usagi. Great awareness of the spacing as well, right? Not afraid
Chio
to
beat
use the
Zeram,
2H
right? Yeah,
at these
so,
like long
yeah.
distance jump ins from Zeram that are looking to go over far M's and far H's, but still ready for close M when the spacing calls for it.
Max range does get impacted by the BC. That's brilliant there for Kasa with a super opportunity.
yeah,
Yeah, long charge
Zeram-
on that M whip as well, and like you said, super opportunity and a perfect.
Zeram like has
right
to
back
win,
up.
and like even if he wins, like if he wins, then he's at 7 and 6.
No anti-air attack
Shio-
this time, actually. Just looking to space out the jump in and then go for
If he wins, this is
jump
7 and
dive.
6. Katsusagi would be at 7 and 4. So
Close
that
medium
means
again.
Katsusagi would have the tiebreaker.
The spacing for Kasa
Well,
Usagi has been super. Put you right
If they
back
take
into
head to head,
GG.
then no. So
Yep.
Zeram
Run up,
can make
UDP, catches out jump,
winners
catches out a
only
mash,
if
finds the pickup
he
off of
wins this
GG as
set
well.
clean, and then he needs Shio to lose. He can't.
Walk it out. Yeah, tries to find another.
He
way to
needs
swipe
he
on the
needs
ball,
Shio
but
to
A
lose.
little bit too late for the whip.
Because when two people are tied in set
Yeah.
count, they do take head to head first.
Kasa Usagi just needs one more touch.
So if he wins
again,
this set,
just
then he would win the tiebreaker over
100 meter?
Katsusagi. But
okay, tricky situation because Zero
he doesn't have the tiebreaker over Shio.
An air to air, but
so if Shio, if both Zero wins and Shio wins, then that's 3 people at 2 and 1, and that means they go to game win loss, which Zero has the worst of the 3, meaning he would have to go to LCQ. So even if he wins this set, his fate is not in his own hands.
Okay, wait a minute.
Which is a long shot.
Yeah, EX Whip a little bit too slow to catch the continuing ball. Okay, 2M overhead.
Oh, he tried it.
Yeah, early dismount from the swing to make sure we're not getting 2H'd or LDP'd.
Jump back. Yeah, doesn't want to put ourselves into an anti-air position, so no jump forward.
Cool.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Sends the
that's really bad. He got lucky that he didn't get hit there.
Out of the corner here, but okay, baited on the Brave counter.
He waited him out.
But still, that counter hit close M, so much meter to your name.
Mix up time.
You just barely didn't have super available. Yep. You're at 98.
Oh, what a call out on the holy ladder, though. Nice finish. Kasu Usagi, 1 round away from closing this one out.
Yep.
Away, nice low.
Nice counter.
Okay, able to close the gap. Full corner combo for this one.
Not too bad. Oh, you waited too long. You don't. That's the thing against Katsusagi. You don't have to sell it that much. That's what people don't understand. Everyone's like trying to like hard sell like throw baits and stuff by delaying super long, but like no, my man like Kasa chooses his option really early on wake up, so like you don't need that much delay.
Jumped out. What we were looking for Zero, maybe a jump in into a greedy run up throw. Mash out works for Kasu Usagi, but mashes out with
Zero,
the
I'm not in a horrible situation here, but
late tech again.
Oh, this is bad.
Only 1 BP
looking
for
a U-ball
Usagi.
situation. No, just H-ball.
Ultimate skill might be lethal for
Has
Zero.
to give up
100
space.
meter apiece.
Put in jail.
Right back in. There's no reversal coming out from Zero. We've seen
was
that
a misinput?
holy ladder to come through at the
Surely,
before.
right?
Guess fenced.
Probably a missed ball, right? He might get hit here.
Usagi trying to close it, but the reversal super. It hit a very sour way there.
Yeah, exactly.
Why did he spend his meter on
GG?
GG?
Give you the cinematic that you need, even with 0 BP. So Kasu Usagi seals the deal with a 3-1.
That was the goofiest shit, bro.
The whip finishes the job.
That was the goofiest shit.
Solid win, for
bro.
It was such an excellent
that is so fucking funny.
The awkward positioning of the hurt box from Fairy, it's not going to pull Fairy in for the full animation. That would have been victory for Zero, but brilliant spacing nonetheless coming from Kasa Usagi. Honestly, coming out on top in this entire Group D round robin.
Coming out with a 9-3 record, so very securely securing his spot into the winner's side top 8, if I'm not mistaken.
He's playing
I don't think
Koji.
there's any other record, even with the results of our
Not gonna lie, I feel like Koji's will eat him alive.
That could shake that up. So really,
it's looking like a good path for Koji. I feel like
opportunity to fight it out tomorrow for the extra stage up against the second place from Group C, which is Usagi.
Yes, and of course, everyone who drops out does get that second opportunity right in LCQ, which the competition is going to be fierce. There's some second opportunities, some Cinderella stories.
Zero won 1 game, so that means he's at
in LCQ tomorrow, and for group stage,
he's at 5 and 8
tomorrow as well. So all for that Arc World Tour Championship, which, by the way, if you've been enjoying this content and you've been enjoying these games, Guilty Gear coming up. Actually,
he's at 5 and 8. So
of Grand Blue, there'll be a little bit of intermission before we get into that. But all the Arc games are actually on sale, and Grand Blue currently 61%.
Interesting situation. If Shio gets 3-0'd,
entire cast plus
then
season 1, and you can jump into the action. Or if you were curious about the game, play it for free. The entire roster is unlocked for you to check out, with the exception of 2B. I'm not sure why. But
okay. Fiddy's still in it, actually. He's not eliminated.
For the cast,
if Fiddy can 3-0, then that means Fiddy actually gets second place in this pool. He would be 5 and 6 to Shio's 4 and 7, and to Zerom's 5 and 8.
Definitely check it out. It's on sale right now.
So if Fiddy 3-0s, he qualifies. If he 3-1s, then he's at 5 and 7, which would be a tie with Shio.
perform at top.
He would win the head-to-head
competitions, just like this.
Yeah, exactly. If you guys have been
so wait, so yeah, I think Fiddy, if he can win 3-0 or 3-1,
for Guilty Gear Strive groups to start up, and you're like,
then I think he qualifies. I don't know what happens if,
but I don't know if it's the game for me. Like Zero said, you
they
have the
do third
opportunity to
stage.
try it out in the free edition.
I don't know what they do
get a feel
if
for the game, see if it's for you.
Because if it's a 3-way tie, then they go to games.
Stage, now it is a beautiful game. And
but if two
I'm sure
people
this is
tied
great
in
for you guys if you wanna
games
stop on by and check
with
it out.
qualification online, I would guess they'd go to head-to-head.
So get our warm up here. Fitison, like
I would imagine
committing to the Siegfried.
They didn't put
going up against Shields,
they didn't put any of that information
Lane.
on the actual rule
See
sheet.
if we can try to get the turnaround here.
But-
Fitison, one of those players that has been
So Fitison actually has a good chance to qualify here, despite him starting his group 0-2.
With a lot of great European appearances across the board.
It's his best case scenario for him. He has to win this set 3-0 or 3-1. If this goes to game 5, then either way he's out.
Let's see if he can carry that energy here.
Because then he
into the
would be
group stage.
5
Once again, our
and
final match
it would
of
be
Group
5 and
D.
8.
Fitison was at that 2-6 record right now, so really
Yeah.
trying to recuperate some of those earlier losses. See if we can secure a spot with a 3-0 right now.
Could get a little crazy out here.
For Beatrix. Okay.
Okay. Instead of the Siegfried up against Lowain, and I mean, I trust his judgment here because Lowain, like we mentioned, right, has been so rampant in EU for so long.
Yes.
Even before, public opinion kind of turned on him, we were like, wait, Flame Wheel's really good. And then that's been hit more recently. But, even Lowain just in general, right, the ability to just stall things out, be super evasive with the back run, and the trickiness of having to deal with his kind of extra resources when he has the
What do you guys
opportunity
think?
to
Think he
eat.
can do it?
If anybody is ready to deal with this character, it's
He definitely has no shortage of experience in this
Absolutely.
matchup.
So let's see if we can come out on top.
But Shio
with
plays
this
very
Beatrix
differently
here.
than European
Run up Star
Lowains.
Chaser.
He's much slower.
Okay.
All right, send it.
Honestly, it's kind of similar to the way Saki plays, though,
Ready and
so he
looking
might
for
not be
blood here
completely
off
lost.
round 1.
Oh, nice whip punish. That's
It's funny,
the
he and Saki
fundamental
actually play the same
skills
color.
that Fitison has developed
They just
over
play
the
different
years.
weapon cosmetics because Saki plays the wrenches.
Oh, geez, dash light interrupt there. Finally calling out a break in the action is Shio to get out of this corner. Nice 2H to side swap.
Yep.
Oh, awkward routing at the end there.
Dash heavy. Yeah.
This is a bad route to do. Could have killed him.
Okay, the
Oh, that
conversion
still
looking a
works
lot
from there.
better for
Wow.
Fitison
Okay, that was
right
good.
now.
That's
Definitely warmed up on the
I
Beatrix,
wonder if
which
that's
is
more
8-1.
than loops, though.
Yeah, smart to go for the Thunderbird there.
I'm gonna have to check
Got one
to
more
check
hit,
some Beatrix
even
route
if it
stuff.
didn't get the kill
I wonder
there.
if that's
Off the
actually
right,
more than
so
doing
close to the corner. JM to quick call out the homies before we get called out from the sky.
doing Raging Strike, Raging Chain loops.
They go for the riding free, but tries to challenge and runs right
I hope
into
it
the
is.
L awesome sauce, but spaced out. Sammy and Tommy taking the hit, while Lowain himself brings you right back to that East Coast corner.
Way too, bro. One eat too many there, bro. On hand B.
Miss Mirage and great anti-air, the awesome sauce to bring it down.
Delta clock active.
Close M straight out of the skies, now trying to poke with the far end. Yeah, even off of the spot dodge with the ultimate wheel, at least you get the tempo, right? The time to set up that cat bot.
It isn't always though. Raging Strike, Raging Chain routes are broke.
We tried to slow things down with a ride free into Delta Clock that would have been an SSBA conversion, but the wheel had other things to say about it.
Yep.
Low profile.
So with the 2M,
Yep.
expecting a BC on the approach from the Missile Barrage, and Fitison not going to fall for those shenanigans.
Okay, just staggering with the 6XLs. Okay. On a straight hit off of the far M, but not going to be looking for a hit confirmed there. Like
Shield
said,
playing solid on defense right
weathering
now.
the storm, slowly getting pushed over to this corner. Lots of meter available
knows
for
it's
both
just mid.
sides too.
Ooh. Some songs there. Actually going to go. It's so fascinating that Shio wants to take you to the corner, no matter.
Yeah, I
which
think it helps
direction
that
we're going, we'll use the
Shio and
cap off the
Saki
push, and
play
it's to
kind of
build those
similarly
extra resources. I like
in
the
their
setup.
pace on the lane.
Get you all the way across the screen. Also, honestly ticks down some time in the match timer, right? We're down to 30 seconds. It's an incredible health lead for Shio. Does not need to take any big risks here to try and hold on strong. And those risks
Fiddy has
might
issues
end up,
with like
working
Pixie.
especially out of your favor as the far heavy from Fidison, the Delta Clock on board, and SSBA available as well. Honestly, might tie up the health lead.
Zenbu.
No break points on your side. A little bit under on the resources here. We do have
Press
Yggdrasil
super
as
for the
an
one time.
option, but when you're barreling down the door of a Lowain, it's not going to be a true reversal anymore.
Yo,
Run
bro.
up with the throw to finish. Fidison clutching her win.
Just one time. I need you to press super.
One up for Fidison. You can never count Beatrix out, right?
Again,
She's got
if
meters,
Fiddy
she's got
wins this
Delta
3-0 or
Clock, but she is
3-1, he
still
actually
in the game,
qualifies.
even when
Well,
she's
he
got
makes it
basically 1
to
AP.
second seed.
Shio learning that firsthand as we head into game 2.
Funny enough.
Oh, nice counter hit. Back to the mid screen. JU for the side swap. No throw there. That was the bait. That's why it ran so deep.
Okay. Poking out, but Fidison fighting back with a 6XL of his own. Shio doesn't bite, so finally lets the triple attack over the draw.
Yeah. If Shio wins at all,
Uh-oh.
then he's second seed.
Slide in.
Because he would be 2-1. Nobody else is 2-1. Are they fighting for
Swinging
second
at you
seed?
For, you know,
Yeah.
taking a break with the parfait.
Taking the hands out.
Yep.
Dash light with a nice little stagger off the close medium.
Triple 6XL.
There are
really just trying to see if
situations
Shio
where-
bites, but even off of the close heavy afterwards, you're just waiting for a
Yeah, no,
guaranteed
I mean,
BC point. But it's like
Fiddy has to win, and he has to win.
We send the super to keep it simple.
It can't be a game 5.
Round for Fidison.
If it's a game 5 and Fiddy wins, he still
Feeling
loses.
really good right now.
So
Feeling
he needs to
comfortable
win
with this
3-1
Beatrix play.
or better.
Yeah, I think we really did try to settle down after those couple games and reacquaint ourselves with one of the stronger characters of the game. 5U. Oh, didn't call it the parry.
Ooh, there we go. The second stagger of the 6XL. That slight delay. As Fidison does end up biting. He gets pushed to the West Coast corner for it. Walk it out. Bros, do the job. I'm looking for a parfait. I'm taking my 15-minute break.
What kind of psychotic?
Oh, no, missed the full conversion. Could have
Yep.
been way more damage for Fidison.
I know. A counter hit heavy for Beatrix should put you at least on death's door.
I think you should have been dead if we would have went triple attack.
Bro?
That counter hit heavy and put into corner. I think we still get it either way now.
There we go.
Shio
Right,
and
take away one of
Casa
the BP,
have had
and
the
of course
weirdest
base
whiff
damage of the
throws
super
today.
Should be a clean kill confirmed.
I do not know what is
2-0
going
for
on with
Fidison
these
right now.
random ass throws.
Gradually worsening Shio's chances of fighting for that second place.
We're going to take a moment. Fidison looking very comfortable. But let's not forget that there were a couple small mistakes that still came out on top, right? Like that. And we're still looking great.
Checking
That's
his
first
inputs.
and foremost. But man, if we would have went for a full triple attack off that counter hit and didn't leave it to chance and guaranteed the kill, that would have been very ideal. But good on Fidison is still turning around. Shio has a tall order ahead of him if he wants to try to succeed and guarantee that second spot.
Yeah, this is scary. He has to, you know, if Fidison is able to take this next game, that secures Zerom's spot in second place. So Shio has to put at least one on the board right now to stay in the running and avoid the LCQ as long as he can.
Great tech. Oh, scurry away and still get caught with the whiff throw.
Up against the wall here, LDP Ender. Again, Shio just so patient on the defense. Health lead evened up.
Whoa.
But after the bro summon, ultimate DP just goes through everything. The bot, the bro, and of course, Lowain himself.
Shimmy there. Yeah, I think that was a great ultimate DP call out to clear out so much of the screen. And with this Thunderbird full combo route into SBA, not even going to need it necessarily, but let's do the cinematic thing.
Fidison putting Shio on death's door on set point. Shio, how are we going to stop the onslaught? We've had so many rounds that we're looking at our favor
Whoa.
for 60, 70 seconds at a time, but Beatrix finds her way back, piloted by Fidison. To secure around 6XL. Woo! Big whiff throw, but no punish.
Corner. Comeback factor is initiated here on the side of Fidison. If you get an opportunity to get out with a JH, that's a great way.
He tried to anti-air after eating like that. The greed on this man.
Send it with the SSBA super.
Push it to that corner. One more break point on the side of Shio.
Yeah.
Oh! All right, a little bit low.
There we go. HPA, the first time we've seen it.
Good blocks here for Fidison thus far. Just going to guard right through it. There's no turn to chip, but there is turn to kill if we get opened up.
Wow, 2 for 2 on whenever he presses super. Go figure.
Barely that final hit.
Wow, bro.
So
it's
Shio
almost like
able
you
to
should
put
have
a
been
game
pressing
on the
super
board.
this
He does
entire
secure that
time,
second
man.
place spot. So this
God
is
damn
the
it,
decider
Shio.
for second place. This final round, essentially. Get away off of the jump back. Fidison still holding on strong. Catches you with the EX riding free.
So smart to go for the dash H to extend the combo a little bit further.
Oh no, you're
the
cooked.
stagger with the close heavy counter hit.
We're not going to let that damage stay on the table this time. It's a full confirm from Fidison. One more touch kills Shio.
Frames off that Star Chaser, trying to build back the meter. Next touch is a kill for Fidison.
No escape.
Throw.
Just do it one more time, and one more time does the trick. Our command grab, the 5.
So Fiddy should be second seed.
Beatrix secures a 3-0 for Fidison.
To say nothing about the format that allows for 3 people to be tied at 1 and 2. And it still be decided like that, but hey, man. Shitty ass 4-person round robin pool formats. What can you say?
Wait a minute. So Zerom was 4-5 before and ended up losing 3-1. Fidison was 2-6 before and ended up 3-0.
Yeah, Fiddy definitely qualified.
Where does that put us?
Second place.
Zerom at 5 wins, 8 losses. Fidison at 5 wins, 6 losses. I think with that 3-0, Fidison has just secured his spot into day 2 extra stage.
Oh my goodness. Massive turnaround. We'll have to wait and see how it all breaks down, but you got the math in front of you. You've been writing it down, I know, so.
I feel so bad. I had phrased this as, oh, is Fidison going to allow Shio to get the second place, or is he going to let Zerom have that chance? But I didn't think about the possibility of his ratio ending up over Zerom with that 3-0. So solid work. I mean, Fidison had a rough spot going into that final set of Group D. Really had to, put his all to qualify into that second place. And I'm still waiting for this final results screen, right? I don't want to give you guys the wrong math. I want that triple check just to make sure. But Fidison, man, the first set we saw that Beatrix, it was looking shaky, right? We were having a hard time catching Kazuusagi out of the skies. We were dropping a couple of these crucial confirms and leaving damage on the table for Beatrix.
Right.
But the second time we saw her, it was like whatever practice he had on those open setups, whatever notes he gave to himself were definitely enough.
Yeah, I think that's the key factor here. I think we had a strong conversation with Saki, the homie, to see how we could gas ourselves up for that final set against Shio, and really showed up and showed out here with that Beatrix, honestly, because that was everything right there in terms of complete dominance and understanding the matchup, the spacing, and being able to convert to massive damage as we know Beatrix can do. Really well played, and I think some of that practice came to fruition. Going through the Lowain gauntlet clearly paid off in that final set. The 3-0 victory right there on the board for Fidison.
There we go. We have our final results. Kazuusagi
qualifying
his spot
while being 1 and 2 always
Group
be
D
fucking
for
hilarious.
Top 8, so we will be seeing him on Sunday. But Fidison with a 3-0 over Shio just barely secures his spot as the second place of Group D. So we'll be seeing him fighting up against Usagi for the extra stage tomorrow.
Like, he went 1 and 2 and had a negative game win-loss ratio.
Now have to fight it back out
qualified.
through the last chance qualifier for one last shot of making it into
These
Sunday's
formats,
top
bro.
8.
I can't lie.
Yeah, that is an absolutely crazy turn of events for Fidison, who went down in the first 2 sets. I mean, look at that. 0-3 against Kazuusagi and 2-3 against Zerom to turn it around with that 3-0. Changes everything on its head. But Kazuusagi coming out on top. I mean, a completely dominant performance in Group D. An EVO championship performance at this point, right? Like,
Group C.
That's the pose, that's the demeanor, and that is the record of an EVO champion. You see the stance, you see the seriousness of his eyes. He was like, no. I did not make it all the way to Arc World Tour Finals to fall now. So a very solid chance of making it into that top 8.
Extra stage is... I'm gonna miss it because I'm gonna be running Paragon Line, but it's gonna be JF versus Skill,
and again, day 2, the extra stage starts
and Fidison versus Usagi.
We'll still get through all that action, including LCQ and the LCQ.
And the winner of those make it to bracket.
Locked in, and again, day 3 action starting off with Uni 2, and that's where all the announcements are going to be played off here. So definitely keep your eyes up for that one. I'm looking forward to the weekend events, and it's going to be a spectacular time. Isn't that right, J2?
Oh, it's going to be incredible. And
Europe,
yes, we have our extra
South
stage
America.
Here. For those of you guys
3 Europe, 1 South
A
American
versus
Black.
Group B, we're going to be seeing Skill versus JF fighting it out for a loser side top 8 spot on Sunday. And of course, Usagi versus Fidison. 2 folks who have seen each other time and time again. So I'm sure a matchup that they both have their own
JF is mogging, bro.
And a heartbreaker potentially, right?
He's
I'm
mogging.
sure they were cheering each other on in their separate groups, but now running into each other as fellow competitors for that second match of the extra stage.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Yeah, Group A and D are both proof why the format isn't good, because I think
I'm really excited to see how
Group A was the one where Space was 2-1, and he's still
definitely going to be locked in for that one.
He still has to go to LCQ, right? I think 3 people were tied at 2-1 in that pool.
Then Usagi also put out
it's just it's just very weird. This is what happens when you do 4-person round robin pools.
This is going to be interesting. Usagi versus Fidison is going to be an enjoyable treat for sure, and
yeah,
who knows what we end up picking out of that matchup here if it goes into...
We need to evolve past this, bro.
Siegfried for that one. It might be a Siegfried return. Time will tell, but that does wrap up the Grand Blue side of things, J2. It's been a real pleasure hanging out with you, but don't go away.
5? Well, you can't do 5 because you can't make it even, right? But bigger round robin pools would be better. If you're going to do round robin, the pools should be bigger, IMO. At least 6 people large. Because the more sets that are played, the less variance there is. But really, like, you'd have to, honestly, you could just choose to not do round robin. You could just do Swiss or something else. You could do gauntlet format. There's like so many formats you could do, but like everyone's so fixated on round robin. It's because it's quote unquote easy, even though their tiebreakers get really ugly. Swiss would be so sick, bro. Swiss would be so good. Nobody fucking does it. 16 Swiss would be godlike. I would love group stages to do just open Swiss, because that means nobody's restricted from anyone, right? The only thing that determines who you fight is your placement. Three rounds of Swiss with 16 people would actually be the same number of games that you get with 4-person round robin. I wouldn't want to do 3 rounds of Swiss personally. I would like to do 4 rounds of Swiss ideally. But like, yeah, 3 rounds of Swiss is actually the same amount of matches. It's both 24 matches. So, yeah. But then they have this weird shit where second place has to do an extra round robin against each other. And then if you're a second placer that loses in that round robin, then somehow you place lower than people that win the LCQ and then lose immediately, which to me doesn't make any fucking sense. Do the people that make the extra stage also get... Well, wait, is extra stage considered groups or not? Because, like, I know if you lose in groups, you get to play an LCQ, but if you lose an extra stage, do you get to play an LCQ or no? Is that clear? I don't know if we have that info or not. I don't know, but yeah. They should. This shit with the LCQ and stuff is so bad, man. But yeah, anyway, this gear doesn't even start until 4:30 a.m. So like not for another like 50 minutes. So that's probably where I will stop for today. I might boot up tomorrow and watch gear, maybe. I might do that. May or may not swing back around to the groups that were done. I watched some of them on my phone though while I was running Tekken, so I may or may not do that. Maybe I'll boot up and then rant about how bad the format is some more. That's probably what I'll do. But as to what I choose as my background noise, we'll see. But but anyway, thanks for tuning in, people. We'll be back tomorrow with some more. All right. For now, I hope you all have a great night. And we got both Paragon Line and more Grand Blue LCQ stuff tomorrow. So lots of Grand Blue tomorrow. Lots of Grand Blue. But y'all be easy. Y'all have a good one. All right. Have a good night. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, friends. Bye, 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 bye.
Coca-Cola, espuma.